Hello, good morning. Let's see if I got the cam good today. Nope, no we didn't. Well, I tried. There wasn't efforts. The effort wasn't very good, clearly. I tried. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Kaisa. Good morning, Kel. Good morning, Paula. Good morning, Freeman. You're very early today. Good. Fine. Good evening, Litza. You can have that. You can have that from me. And good day, Nilzarius. Hello. I'm working, so I won't be here. Just wanted to say hi and good luck. Well, thank you. That every time somebody says that, Nilzarius, I'm not gonna lie, I'm reminded of Airplane, where Leslie Nielsen comes in. He's like, I just want to say we're all counting on you. I don't know why I think that, but I do. Also, wait, is that my actual area? Is that is this where I'm supposed to be? Because last time we left off and we got...
Good, you're here.
Astute observation, Agent Sean. It is a wonder the SIS could get by without your deductive reasoning.
I fixed it.
You're a droid that's gotten too big for our own bolts. How's that for an astute
I
observation?
mean...
5 minutes. Can we please go 5 minutes without you two at each other's throats?
Absolutely not, we cannot. Catcam when? One day I'm gonna have the investments for a catcam. I already have so many ideas for when we eventually maybe one day move. Like, it's contingent on us actually not losing the house, but if we don't, I'm gonna have like a little cat tree with a little cat cam. Maybe I'll have 2 and it'll look really fucking cute. Just wait for it. It's gonna look so cute. Hi, Wall. Good morning. Good morning. And also, hello there, runner. I like how you always come in with a quote. I was actually recording, like, the light is weird now, but I was recording TikToks earlier. I have like this whole idea about Soulsborne TikToks. They're all funny. I swear they're hilarious. But I have to vicariously Soulsborne through TikToks because I'm all out of Soulsborns. You're acting like children. You are, actually. Since the beginning of Shrek 2. Please. I can't do that masterpiece. Didn't we watch Shrek 2 on Discord at one point? I swear we did. You're acting like children! Yeah, you really are.
Don't be rude. And Theron, you know better than to give in to her taunts.
You really do know better.
Stress got the better of me.
Look at him, he's all
show
stressed.
the commander what you found. Please.
My analysis of enemy communications
Mad
obtained
about
by
it.
Havoc Squad revealed something interesting. Hidden inside a mundane signal, I discovered an encrypted transmission was codenamed the Gemini frequency. They are broadcast from the throne to every vessel in the Eternal Fleet. The Spire schematics provided by Kaleo confirm this.
It's how Arkan commands his warships. This is the break we've been waiting for. A direct line to the enemy fleet.
Start a plan of attack.
Let's steal it.
It's Arkan's turn to be on the
Let's steal the
defensive.
fleet. Why wouldn't we steal the fleet? Hello, Brady. Good morning. And good morning, Rest. You make me feel special. Oh, wait, we get another one? What did I do? Oh, we got the next chapter. Whoops. I knew that. I'm smart. I swear the cutscenes just don't want me to succeed.
Squad and Kaleo stole from Zakul. When we compared the enemy's comm logs to the Spire maps, we found something unexpected.
He walks so jazzy. Like, he walks jazzy. I don't know what that means, but he does.
10,000 meters beneath the Spire. It's the only source of Gemini frequency transmissions to and from the Eternal Throne.
And we're gonna steal it, right? Wait, is Kaleo like just a hologram on the back? Honestly, it is. I was considering dating the guy, but also I'm already dating my lady, so I can't have both. They get mad at me when that happens. This chapter and the following ones will be so good. They will be. Oh dear, that's usually not a good sign. Good morning, Danny. Hello. How are you doing today? Welcome in. We found Arkan's weak spot, did we? We didn't really yet.
I thought the throne controlled the Eternal Fleet.
Broadcasting a signal to thousands of ships across the galaxy takes tremendous energy. The relay station's powered by 200 reactors tapping directly into Zakul's planetary core.
Oh, they are holograms, so hello,
That
holograms.
relay station is our key to the Gemini frequency. If we can decrypt it, we'll eavesdrop on the enemy and learn his plans.
Okay, but then we still need to know how to stop it. Or destroy all communications. But if we destroy all communications, then they would know that we know. So then they could fix it. So we shouldn't do that. We could take over the fleet, though. I like that.
Bigger, Lana. We could send fake orders. Have Arkan's own warships blast him off the throne.
That'd be hilarious.
Why is
Kaleo
that
approves.
When the fleet's under your control, there's nothing you couldn't do with it.
Okay, that's not where we're going with that.
That relay station. It's 10 kilometers underground and defended by more safeguards than we can count.
Okay, well,
It's a
you
good
can't
thing our
count very
data
high
reveals
then.
every security measure in the way, and how to defeat them.
A strike team can disable the defenses right under Arkan's nose, but only if we send it in now. Our intel's turning stale as we speak.
Kaleo and Major Jorgen are already on Zakul. They're in position to clear the commander a path directly to the relay station.
We
Ah.
are not sending that terrorist. She's done enough to my world.
Havoc Squad was made for this op. We have enough detonite to turn that relay station into a crater. Cut the head off the serpent. Throw the
I like
chaos.
Jorgen better
You're
anyway.
trusting the fate of the galaxy to a gang of grenade-happy bucketheads?
I like the
We're only getting one
bucketheads.
shot at this. Lucky for you, one shot is all I need.
Okay, no.
Destroying that relay station is a bonehead play. Send me, and you'll control the Gemini frequency.
The idea has potential, and she's an experienced infiltrator who survived on Zakul for years.
She bombed my people. Never again.
See, here's the thing. I get it, but Jorgen is saying he's gonna destroy it, whereas Kaleo says we're gonna control it. Wouldn't controlling it be so much more useful? I'm just saying. Polyender thruples are very much a thing. Not in this game. I tried, and they called me out. They called me out immediately. Like, I didn't even get a chance. Hi, Doc. Good morning. And hello, there's Amelia. Welcome in. Is this a bounty hunter run? It is, yes. I expect you to work together. What would that even do? Like, okay, Jorgen has my vote because I like him, but I feel like controlling it really would just be better. This is the way. It is a Mandalorian outfit that I got. It is. Let's see if that does
Alliance
anything.
We'll never win if we can't function as a team. I need all of you to pull together and do what's necessary.
It's not that simple. We need to draw Arkan's attention away from our true goal. That means creating a diversion.
They're both accomplished at drawing attention. The real question is, who do you want with you at the relay station?
No, I don't actually want to destroy it. Jorgen's gonna destroy it, but I feel like Kaleo, there's a chance that Kaleo will just run away with it. Can I say that? Like, Kaleo's gonna just do something awful immediately that I don't want to use it for? So, I don't know. Not even a chance at us. Like, Hades let me live my best life. I'm dating everybody there. But here, no. And I'm still conflicted on what to do when I get to Persona 5. I'm not sure if I want to risk the consequences that people keep threatening me with because I want to date both Makoto and Anne. I don't know. Do you have a gaming channel? As in like a YouTube channel? Because I have a YouTube channel, but it's not really only about gaming. This game was doing the way well before that TV show even existed. I mean, we didn't have the way then. But we did have the cool armor. I just got an ad that said the world is in desperate need for gamers' superior DNA? What? Oh my god. Well, our superior DNA. What does that even mean? Karnak, what was the ad for? What do they want? What was the company? Zagby and Polly is very canon. Like all of the gods. They're all just like, well, you know, we have an eternity. I love everyone. I can't stay long as I have 3 exams today. Oh, I hope it goes well, Tanny. I'm rooting for you. You got this. This is like, we get the good vibes in the chat because Litsa made all of his exams as well. No worries. Hello there, be back. I think we're gonna go with Jorgen just because I like Jorgen.
If we can't take control of the Gemini frequency, we'll have to destroy it. Havoc Squad has the firepower for that job.
Because I like him.
Without me there to slice that relay station, Major Malfunction's suicide run will be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Give me a chance.
You won me over. You're in. No, I just really like Jorgen. I'm literally making this decision purely because I like Jorgen. I like Jorgen. He's my Chester Cheeto boy. This is the signal we've all been waiting for. The gamer signal. Gamers rise up. Crash test dummy manufacturing. But like, yes, though. That's all we have. Intel? Really? The ad wasn't specific for any product? No, they just want our DNA first. Then they'll make the product. What are they doing? They're cloning us? They're gonna clone Lupo. That's what it's gonna be. They're just gonna clone Lupo. Especially Aphrodite. I was considering putting Aphrodite on my list for possible cosplays, but I don't have like the the personalities for her, I think. I also don't for Tifa, but I feel like I can kind of cheat on that one if I just wear enough bras, so that's okay. Never piss off Aphrodite, never piss off any of the Greek gods. Yo, they are so vindictive. They are intensely vindictive. You can be the distraction,
We need a
Calio.
perfect diversion, and you're the best around. Just keep it clean. No civilians. Got it?
Oops.
What about pets? Kidding.
See you at the rendezvous.
Especially not pets. Pets are better
If
people than
Kalia's
people.
idea of a distraction results in harm to my people, I'll kill her myself.
You're fun. She's fun.
You can't please everyone,
Aphrodite.
but it may be prudent to consult Valkorion. He built the spire. He may tell you how to invade it.
Will he though? Wait, hold on. Who was Valkorion again? Valkorion? Hold on, let me send some people off. Baudar, I don't really care about you, so enjoy.
Is my goal, Master.
Senya's always mad. She can go. I don't use you really either. Definitely don't use you. Or you.
This may prove useful.
Aw, poor Talos. The way I can still send him out is so weird. Okay, do we teleport there? Oh, okay, we do. Do we have him on the list? Oh, we have another one of this one? You know what? I don't actually care about these because they don't really give me what I need. Which is sad. Who's the guy? Am I supposed to know him? I guess we'll just walk there. Fine. Walking is overrated. I can't even get my companions out. What is going on? That one's a good one? Oh, it is? Okay, let's see. I'll check it out. I'll check it out then. If you say it's a good one. Were you tossing up which Final Fantasy VII character to cosplay? I actually had, Jessie was on the list, Blue Cloud. It's a Twitter poll. It was, wow, I'm thinking Yennefer from The Witcher 3, Tifa, Final Fantasy VII, Jessie, Final Fantasy VII, and Momo from My Hero Academia, and nobody wants to see Momo, and I feel so bad for her. I love Momo. Cosplay Dusa? That way you can wear whatever for clothes? No, actually, I'd have to wear green clothes, because I can green screen myself. Right? I could do a stream as Dusa, where I would just be completely green screened. Because, okay, cosplay is really expensive, especially the Yennefer one is really expensive, which is the one that's winning, so I'm not surprised. But the Yennefer cosplay costs like, if I want to buy it, which is, I'm gonna have to because I don't have cosplay skills, it's like $1,000. Like, it gets progressively less expensive, I feel like, the lower down the list you go. But everyone's like, well, I shouldn't really be surprised because I was a Witcher channel exclusively for so long. But, yeah, everybody wants to see Yennefer. I'm disappointed in the Tifa squad for putting in that little effort. Yeah, well, I mean, Tifa is, I think, the second highest, but it's not even a contest. If you look at the poll, it's not even a contest. It's not Intel, it's some company called Omen. Oh, well, that doesn't sound extremely dark. Oh no. Their main tagline for their ad is Transcend Humanity? Oh my god. Oh my god, Skynet is here and it's called Omen. What is going on? Corner, I'm kind of creeped out by that, I'm not gonna lie. I could also see you doing North from Detroit, Become Human? I have played that game. I do not remember North, though. Where's my phone? Do I have a phone? I left my phone somewhere else. Who was North again? Because I did play the whole thing. I voted Tifa and already knew that there's no way Yen wouldn't win. I don't know. I mean, like, a lot of people watched my Final Fantasy VII playthrough as well. Again, I'm not surprised, but still. I didn't think the landslide would be this big. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, it's Blizz! Well, Blizz is my companion, isn't he? I was gonna say. That's my companion. Let me see. Let me just look her up real quick. Become Human. There's a whole actress for that as well, apparently. Oh, her? I mean, yeah, I could cosplay her, but I don't really have like a link to her. Where I'm like super hyped to be her. If I'm perfectly honest. Plus, like, I mean, I got the best ending, so that chapter's closed. And Blizz isn't even my favorite one, but I like him still. I like him. Wasn't that the name of the guy who sold you out? Was it? Ouch. But he sold you out. Blizz own boss now. Oh, you have your own crew, buddy. Okay. I don't know how anything could go missing with a bunch of Jawas around. Specifically, it goes missing because there's a bunch of Jawas around. Are you kidding? I salute this community for not picking the cosplay that lets you wear a cleavage that ends where your pants starts. Okay, so Momo has several different outfits though. I could also do her, like her school outfit, and her school outfit is probably the cheapest one out there. Because it's literally just like a shirt with like a skirt, and then I would just have to have a really good wig. So it could be both. Like her other outfit is obviously going to be a lot more difficult, but still. Back at it again with the orange. I like. It's not even a sweater. Look at this. Like it ends very early, so I can't call it a sweater. I think you call it a crop top, right? I think that's what it's called. I actually don't know. No school hero outfit. See, Litsa, you're the unwholesome one at that point. Crop top. I know English and words. Okay, come and help me, buddy. I mean, I guess? Show tech. Is that what we're supposed to do? One of you is hard enough to keep tabs on. Just tell me if you recognize this thing. Now, I want him to immediately come with me. Wait, that's his thing? Or whatever the tech is, it's his thing. The Shaky Planet, I'm gonna assume the Shaky Planet is, he means, like, the first DLC, right? What was it called again? Makeb? That one? It appears to be cold in the room. Actually, no, it's not. It's pretty warm in the room. You know where more tech like that exists. Do we want more tech like that? Sure. Oh my god! Well, he has a slave bracelet now, I guess. Lindsay's a cat healer. The moment I turned on the stream, my cat has started waking up more from anesthesia. I talk them back to waking worlds. And to be fair, whenever I start talking, when I'm like recording, the cats wake up too. So this makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. What's the job? Let me speed that up. Oh, you got a Jedi. Of course there's a Jedi involved. Why is there always a Jedi? I should get food. I've eaten a slice of bread 12 hours ago. A slice of bread? Singular? Let's go eat right now. A little box? What's in the little box? Oh, you're not gonna tell me. Okay. The White Maw is still operating here? After every single class has beaten the White Maw? So the Republic and the Imperials got bored of Hoth? Oh my god. Wait, I have to have Talik with me to do what? I guess to help? I don't have him with me, obviously. Hold on. If you refuse quest, can you pick it up again after that? If you pick refuse quest right now, because then I can take him out and maybe look. I don't know if he's even here, but... A slice. I had rice, eggs, and broccoli. Not very filling. Eggs are pretty filling. Yes, it doesn't really matter. I'll help you. Sure, buddy. Why not? Can I summon him here? I don't think I can, no. Well, no, I can. I can actually summon him. Okay, well.
Hello.
Hello. He isn't even part of my crew. Not really. Can't you just escape to cancel out of dialogues? I guess you could have. It's too bad. I'm wondering what I can actually... Can I just abandon the quest and pick it up again? I could, right? Couldn't I do that? I could. But now he's just here again. Yeah, you can just do it again. He'll just come back. And now I have Talos with me. Okay, let's see if something else happens. We'll use the same ones until the last one, I guess. See, no, it says that he has to be here for this. But he doesn't actually do anything at all. He doesn't actually do anything at all, so nothing changes. I don't know why the game said that I had to have this guy with me for it. But okay. Oh, stop yelling!
Are much better than they appear, Master.
What a lie. Rice is pretty filling too. Quite a few Asian cultures have developed while not eating much else. Yeah, like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, basically. Rice is a feeling too. I got a feeling. Hello, Ragnar! It is you! Hello, my friend! What's up? Rest in peace. Not on Hoth. Are you kidding me? Anything but Hoth. You cat healer, you say. I wonder if Jinzi's Vampire the Masquerade clan is Gangrel. Actually, it is! Actually, it is! How did you know? It's illegal. You're not supposed to know that. Now, hello, Stanch. Welcome in as well. What a timing. What a timing. I can confirm a bowl of rice is all you need to get through a meal. I mean, if the rice is well made, I could just eat rice and nothing else. It depends on what you do with the rice. Because, like, rice is super versatile, right? You know what? No, I want to use this boy. I think it's time to use this boy. Look at this boy. Look at him go. Wholesome. Greetings, cousin. My gangrel son. It was like I did a test actually. I did the test. Initially I already wanted to be Gangrel, and then I did a test and I was Gangrel. And then I asked Eliza and she was like, "You're very Gangrel." So Gangrel through and through.
Mission complete.
Mission not complete. We're still in the middle. How dare you? I'm not sure yet if I like the 9-hour shift more or less than the old shift system with 3-hour breaks. Do you have less days now that you have 9 hours? Or not even? Don't attack me, okay? Wait, you're not it? Oh my god, you're not even here. I just ran here for no reason. I thought he was part of it, but he's just... Stupid Kaizen. Cyberducky isn't dead. How dare you? Why would you think he was dead? She was dead. She never dies. She is eternal. If you're another class, you'd have to gather things for Blizz first to get the quest for the actual recruit for Kaizen. Ah, okay. Well, that's nice. At least I won't have to deal with that then. Oh, that's the second and the third. Oh. Oh man, that means I do have to walk all the way over here, don't I? Because that's the first one. Yeah, I do. Dang it. Rip. Rice and eggs is what you eat when your fridge is empty. But it's honestly, it sounds pretty healthy regardless. Like, it doesn't sound like a bad thing to eat, I think. Considering your European origins, I take it your sire was of a high gener. See, I feel like at this point, because people still make the jokes about the Netherlands and weed and stuff, right? But I feel like at this point, there's a lot of, like, North American places where drugs are way more common. Don't do drugs, kids. Unless they're safe drugs. Then, like, do whatever you want. But, like, in Canada, weed is pretty much just legalized now. And I think in the Netherlands, we're still kind of, like, umming and ahhing about it. As far as I know. No, this is catnip. Don't do catnip, actually. I think catnip is probably a bad idea. I just worked 9 hours straight with a short break to get some food instead of leaving at 12, coming back at 3. So I get off work earlier, which is nice. 9 hours is still long, though. Like, that's still a long, long time. You got stuck in your base last time? Oh, right. Yeah, no, it's... I fixed it by just walking in and out. Like, I logged in and I was stuck in the cutscene, but then I escaped out, finally. And all was well in the cosmos. Hello there, Velico. Good morning, buddy. Morty, old pal. How you doing? Happy lurking. Happy working. I did not mean to throw over the Dutch. It's okay. You know what? It just kind of works. It just kind of works. On several levels now. Because of that. Hello there, Mr. Jawa. You're the person, right? Are you the person? Oh my god, I don't know who that is. I don't know who this is! Oh, I guess his name is Preety. I don't know what he needs. What does Preety want? One of them wanted socks, I know that much. I know one of them wanted socks. But if you think we're not gonna look this up, please. Absolutely not. I don't have prerequisites, you weirdo. Oh, you need to scavenge salvage if you don't have it, basically. He wants a vibro ear. Okay, so it's just the first one every time. Nuna wants socks. I hope you find it useful, I guess. Bye. I am tired of the ice ball, but that's a whole other story. Let me just go to this flying thing. Let me get the flying thing out of the way. An Imperial base. Oh, my favorite thing. I like this quest. Too bad it's on Hoth. Too bad it's on Hoth is like my catchphrase in general. Everything is too bad on Hoth. Can I send people to go and... Hold on. I want to bring my boy with me.
On your lead.
Can I make him... Make you send scan... Oh, I don't have any salvage. I never even had any salvage. What happens? What is this? What is Banta Legacy? Are you Banta Legacy? No, you're not. And this is an upgrade, really. I'm actually getting upgrades now. That's new and exciting. That wasn't a thing. Okay, everything else was not an upgrade, but still, that counts. It still counts. Well, hello there, awesome. Good morning. You have returned from deep slumber. Very deep slumber. Should I go here? Actually, both is fine, right? We'll go from here. It is fine. Those crates you can drop off at your commanders? Oh, wait, is that what it's for? Oh, I can't actually open it. Oh, right. I forget things. Wait, are they different ones for different people? Oh, they are. They are different for different people. Why are they locked? Why is there like a little lock on them? Is that because you have to turn them in? Or... Weird. Because it's Amazon Prime and they don't like it when people use it because then they lose money. They lose a whole $5, I think. No, I guess $2.50 they lose. And you know what Papa Bezos is like. He will kill you for a cent. He will murder you in cold blood. I'll try and get goodies. Wait, where's the guy? One more thing unrelated to the stream. I legit never heard of Shadow Hearts, but the video so far was still fun to listen to. I'm glad, Elvaniel. I really like the Shadow Hearts series. Like, I like 3 a lot less. Like, I feel like the gradations really go from Shadow Hearts 1 to Shadow Hearts 3. They just steadily decline. In my appreciation for them. I still like them, though. God, I'm gonna have to preface all my videos with that now. But Shadow Hearts 3 obviously doesn't have Yuri. I feel like that really helps me like it less. Which I feel bad because, you know, that's not their fault. But Yuri was just kind of... I vibed with Yuri. He's a weirdo. I like him.
The challenge was adequate.
I don't think the challenge was adequate, but okay. I have waited for the day for someone to try and kill me. Just waiting in your bed with a knife like, go on, Bezos. Go on. Fight me. Mostly companion gifts and clothing. Rarely a mount, but there can be a mount. What mount did they drop? If they do anything at all. Because I already have all the mounts I could ever want. I feel like most of the mounts you can get for free are not that great. Oh, is this gonna kill me? Let's find out. Oh, not really. I'll take it. I dare the greedy bastard. We're Souls veterans. Fight me, Bezos. Dodge roll out of his greed paw. That's one of his special abilities. Wait, is he behind? Is he... Oh, you monster. You're behind the... I'm gonna kill this Jawa. I think there's a chance for a Zakulan taxi to drop? Does that look cool? And if... Wait, could I have teleported here? I'm pretty sure this is a teleport point. Ah. Wait, did I not have it unlocked? Inconceivable! Where's the Jawa? One should be inside anyway now. Oh, there you are. Oh, my training will be for something. The murder of Bezos. Okay, so this is Nuna. Right? And Nuna wants socks, because he's cold. Oh. Oh. I feel kind of bad for him. Can I teleport closer to that? I feel like I can. Define good. Does it wow you? Do you look at it and you're like, wow, that's a cool mount? Because like there's also mounts. Where are you? Where's the list? There's also mounts where it's just like this. This does not wow anybody. Like, what is this? Just like look at this flat boy. That doesn't wow anybody. Nobody's wowed by that. Okay, so is this the last one? Yes, it is. Wait, that one's also a little boss? Deliver the third associate. Wait, what is this one then? Oh my god, there's 4. I did not know that. Why did I think it was 3? Jawa's got to be so cold. I gave him socks. He's fine. He's totally fine. It doesn't wow. Rip. Then I don't care if it drops or not. I don't really care about mount collecting in this game per se, because I like the mounts I have. Like, look at this boy.
I'm back.
Well, thank you for telling me. Oh, I forgot that it gives you influence as well. I should send Lana. Lana, quickly.
Shouldn't prove difficult.
Get me influence with this lass. Who else do I need to... needs liking? I guess she needs to like me.
I'll do it.
Theron needs to like me too. Theron,
Sounds
like
a
me.
plan.
And T7 is like wholesome. I guess Scorpio should probably
We
like
agreed
me.
on this course.
I don't care too much about Yoon. But I guess Zalak then.
Right.
Callio, yeah, sure. See if she doesn't betray me. I feel like she's gonna betray me. Wait, where am I? Oh shoot, I just walked past it. Look, I was doing things. You don't understand. Should I not be able to see the Jawa from here? Jawa? I have a lot of pop-in today. That's not usually a thing, is it? Do I usually have pop-in? I don't think I do. Who are you? You're... Why so glum? Partner die. Oh. Should have made a coat. Yeah, well, probably. Your name is Dakik. Something to cheer you up. A sniff machine? Okay. Sorry for your loss, I guess. I'm assuming Scabby is like a pet. I swear it has to be something like that. Hoth, everyone's dream planet. I hate Hoth so much, Bergman. I hate it so much. It's just this white, empty void. If I could melt it, I would. Meanwhile, Cyberducky's falling down a cliff. That's my normal. That's my normal, don't worry. I don't know what a sniff machine's supposed to be. I'm assuming it's drugs. Isn't Hoth Canada? See, we have remarkably less snow than you think. If you live in the north, you probably always have snow. But I live in Ontario, and Ontario is like mellow. Like deep winter, it'll still be very cold, but it's never been to a point where I was like, oh, we're gonna freeze to death together. If only it was a black empty void. If only. The improvement would be marked. I like how they brought in the vast snowfields from the movie and the music is pretty chill. The music makes it worse for me. I don't like vast empty fields. They freak me out. I'm positively freaked out. I'm going to need you to calm down! Oh, really? You're just bored? That's it? You're just bored? I'm going to leave now! His actual name is probably Hans. I'm gonna say. It's not even Korstanch. Slippery. Hoth kind of embodies SWTOR's biggest flaw in my mind, which is the travel. Yeah, honestly, agree. Like, the main thing that is bothering me usually in this game, especially earlier on, is that you just spend a lot of time just walking from place to place. But I really think in the DLC they made that better, because in the DLC they have a lot of teleport opportunities, a lot more than they used to be. So that's nice. White dragons burrowing underneath, waiting for an opportunity to enact a surprise round. I'd be okay with that. Like, that would at least be like an interesting surprise, though. So, I'm on Darth Maul songs. Howdy, Sandy! Do you prefer Fran or do you prefer Sandy? Actually, considering. Nowadays you have every quick travel point unlocked already. Yeah, like that and the quick travel to companions helps a lot if you're doing the DLC. It's a journey, not the destination that's important, but not in this case. Not in this case. What have you found out? Okay, sure. We'll go kill people together, like the good old times. This is like a new, okay. I can't teleport closer than that. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'll take Sandy because I always like the name Sandy. Although Fran is also from Fran Drescher and I love her, so... Decisions. I'd like this game better if it was some sort of visual novel. All you do outside of story is traveling, trying your best not to aggro everything. I can kind of see that, but at the same time, especially since it's been nerfed a lot, like it's different. Because back when this game launched, I played then as well, and you couldn't really just do like your story quest. And I think that makes it feel like you are stuck traveling a lot. Because in this game right now, well, what we did on stream, it was all just me doing only the story quest for each particular character. But when I played for the first time, my Imperial Agent, I had to do planet quests, sometimes even like side quests, to actually get my levels. Like I would be level blocked to continue the class story. So I do the planet story instead. And the planet story kind of takes you through the entire thing more step-by-step based. So you lose that if you don't do them. Granted, if you were to do the planet quests on every single character, you'd be like, wow, this again. But at the same time, it kind of makes it feel like a lot more walking than it should be. Now while leveling, you barely walk around, just quick travel a lot. For me, it's kind of the other end of the spectrum. Barely explore the planets. I mean, I think a lot of the planets have like a really cool theme, But at the same time, there are areas where I feel like they just had an open space and they would just sort of plop down enemies willy-nilly, just like, well, we gotta fill it here. I had to do at least the faction quest on most planets not to be underleveled. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You are a damage, buddy. Ugnaughts. You got more involved even if most quests were fillers. Yeah, and I think in general a lot of the planet quests were done well. But obviously if you've already done them once, they don't really change. At best you can have the dark side choice if you pick like side, for example, but that's only 2 still. He's setting him straight on fire. Calm down. Small lad. I felt the story quests were the best bit. I only ever finished the Sith Warrior line though. They are the best bits. I definitely agree with that. But yeah, no, I'm just trying to explain the travel-wise, why it feels like you're just traveling from point A to B a lot of the times. That is why. I was gonna say, that's a delayed reaction. Do you want to die or not? I'm telling you, Elvaniel, that guy is just called Hans. He didn't want to tell us. Understandable, but his name is Hans. Do we not get loot? I was gonna say. Please. I am extremely violent. We're all just constantly setting things on fire. I don't know how to feel about that. Oh shoot. Oh my god, I didn't actually heal. Whoops, I didn't even look at myself. I'm a fool. I should probably heal. I should probably buff. I also haven't buffed. I'm just looking to die at this point. Now the class plus planet story is enough to stay on your level. I didn't even have to do any of the planet story. Or level during double XP in your class story is enough, even without double XP. If you're a subscriber, you're good. You're honestly fine. Can I have context why you're being followed by a pack of Jawas? So Blizz is one of my companions, or was. Like, he's a bounty hunter companion. And I went to find him, and now he told me he has his own crew. So this is his Jawa crew. And if I want to recruit Blizz back, I gotta help him and his crew do their thing. So now we have a Jawa with a flamethrower. I can't be mad about that. Looking for socks. One of them was. Imagine coming to Hoth without socks. I'm sorry, but that's just incompetent. These guys keep disappearing under the floor for me. Is that just me? I swear they are. The XP boost you get also supercharge you? Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. I was like looking, maybe I still have a few left, but you get so many XP boosts. Double XP constantly. Being a subscriber and the XP boost thrown at you from everywhere. Yeah, and if you do like even just a little bit of the, for example, if you just unlock like the space missions also give you easy bonus quests and things like that. If you just do those daily, dude, you're more than good. You're more than good. I'm sorry I have to murder you all. We have fire. I can't help it. So I want to drop in and say I hope you have an amazing stream. Well, thank you, that one guy. I hope I will too, and I'm sure I will. Space missions? You surely mean Obi-Wan Kenobi roleplay? No, this one isn't nearly that cool. It's just you in a space. It's more if you want to do a roleplay on that one for anything. Oh, I should heal. If you want to do a roleplay on that for anyone, I would say Star Fox. It's very Star Fox. Use the boost to get through. Running around with a pack of Jawas, so cool. Wish there was a set armor that lets you summon another companion. I feel like if you have multiple companions, you wouldn't have to do anything ever again though. Because companions are really powerful. So is that all you wanted? Oh, you want to fight me, Ugnaught leader? See? He's under the floor! I said it! Do y'all want a buff? Of course you do. This guy is slightly buggy. Oh god. Okay, hold up. Oh dear. Okay, I should have thought that through. I'll let y'all take him, okay? I'll let y'all take- Do I have a- Actually, Let me choke this boy right quick. Let me just give him a choke. Let me give him a good kick and
As requested.
another kick. I'm just gonna keep kicking this boy. He's strong. You're too strong, buddy. And he doesn't even have loot. The audacity of this whole man. Hello there, Code. I generally like doing most quests in order so it doesn't feel like going through a lot of open space. If you only do one character ever, that also never should be such a problem. Say set 2 companions as DPS and you play through the story as a
Taken
healer.
care of.
Still though, even then, you're really, really powerful. Looks like a holo projector, does it? Guess Jedi poor. Oh. Are you calling from a bathroom? Oh my god. Sure?
That's great. Wait, you didn't open it, did you? Don't open it!
Now we're curious.
I won't pay otherwise.
I'm gonna open it. He's your client, but I think we should open it. Now Blizz will be up all night wondering. Oh.
Okay, fine. Just get it back to me soon, unopened. And don't think I won't know. I'm a Jedi.
What is in this box? What is in your box, boy? I'm not allowed to say it because this is a PG stream, but y'all know what I think is in that box. I'm just saying. Or you could channel your inner capitalist and hire 5 people to do everything while you just get the loot. Then you're not playing the game. What's in the box? Oh, welcome back, little guy. Oh. How about Boss be Big Boss? I'm Big Boss now? Wrong franchise, but I'll take it. I'll take it. It's your elf ears. Sandy, I just want them in the mail, and I'm just constantly worried about my dress every single second of my day. The voice of that Jedi sounds suspiciously like Gus Tuno. I don't know who that is, but I want to see who we're delivering this to. Sure beats Commander, does it? Yeah, everyone better call me Big Boss from now on. Can I come with you to see what's in the box? I just want to see what's in the box. Come on, Eric.
On your lead.
Okay. That was all my alerts, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Let's go. I think that it doesn't restart it, I hope. That'd be weird. The Smuggler's Companion? The fish guy who trained as a Jedi but became a swindler? Really? For some reason I thought he had like a... I thought for some reason he had a different voice. I don't... Like he had an alien voice? I don't know why I thought that. Oh, Little Bus is still here too! Oh, we gotta go back to Hilo Viz! Hilo! And I also have boxes for them anyway. Legendary Outlaw. Oh, we're level 2 with that one. Hey, hey, hey. I got a little boss. Wait, where are you? There you are. Are you proud of me?
Jawa bounty hunter. Never thought I'd see the day. Even has his own crew.
I know, it's
He's
adorable.
Not exactly fearless, but Blizz is hands down 10 times braver than any Jawa I've ever
I think
seen.
he's fearless, personally.
The guy really knows his stuff when it comes to a firefight, too. Full custom hardware as good as anything credits could buy. Nobody who looked at him would ever guess what's coming.
Bounty hunter background. You don't have to tell me. Little guy was part of my old crew for years.
So that's where he gets it. Yeah, I guess that makes a lot
He
of
gets
sense.
it from me.
I'd be happy just having him watch over our riskier jobs, but he's got all kinds of friends and contacts with other Jawas. Connections we can never make on our own. Takes a lot to impress me, Commander. But consider me impressed. Great find.
You sent me there. I think. Did you? Is what I said before, after KOTOR. After. Yeah, I am confused about that all the time as well, Sandy, if I'm perfectly honest. But yeah, because we meet Revan as well. Revan is like one part of the DLCs. I guess that's technically over, but like they're still kind of around. It's weird. I would like some underworld goods, please.
Hey,
Do you want
Commander,
my
what's going
stuff?
on?
Give smuggled goods. This just reminds me of a meme. I'm sorry, but it does.
Oh, nice. I'll sift through this and see what we've got.
Do we have more? Yes. Do we have more? Yes. Do we have more? Yes. Do we have... Wait, there's no way we have that much. Okay, I was gonna say.
Fly safe.
I will not. I will fly incredibly unsafe. Thank you, Asmiu. I'm gonna get more once the panini is over. I know Revan is in this game, but it's not my Revan because my Revan was a lady. Right, Sandy? But same. Mine was also obviously female, and it's like... Well, I just got retconned. Rip. Hi, Garth. Good morning. Be ready for inventory overflow? Please, that was already the case. Let me just open these real quick first. Oh, that's a renown cache. What's in my cache? Do I want these? I guess I don't. I guess I don't. Disintegrate. What if you have a higher renown rank, do you get better stuff? Like, what's the point of them? A happy lurking, Bergman, and have a nice dinner? Question mark, maybe? I hope. Okay, let me just put this here so I don't get confused. Too late, huh? What's in that box? Oh, jeez. Oh, do they look cool? Well, not really. I'll take it either way. Do you look cool? Oh, that's very Boba Fett of me. Ish. I don't know what to do with most of these. There isn't actually... This is rating 8. I guess because they're Banta Legacy, they're probably like useful for someone else. So I'll just keep them here. Ooh, do you look cool? Somebody look cool, please! I'll do something with those at some point. Are you also like that? They're bound to... Why is everything bound to Legacy? Wait, is everything bound to Legacy either way? Oh no, that one isn't. Never mind. Okay, I have more though. I can give more to other people. She really likes me now though, which is nice. Do I have anything for Baywan Aigo? It's a doctor. Circa care package. I don't really remember what that's for. 21 days if you know. Oh, I keep forgetting about that. Whoops. Why do I always forget about that? That one's also bound to Legacy. Sana Ray? So Sana Ray and Dr. Ogorob. Do I have none for Baywan? Really? Feels bad. Alright, I guess. The armors you get here are the endgame armors dropped from operations from previous content. But they don't look nice. I want them to look nice. I only have one request. And it's for them to look nice. Since it's bound to Legacy, your Jedi characters can look like Sith in the past, no like? That's kind of cool, actually.
Greetings, Commander. May I help you?
You may attempt to.
Excellent, Commander.
You're welcome. I only have 2, I think. Yeah. What's in the box? That made it seem like it was very special, whatever I just picked up. But you know, at the very least, I can give Lana so much stuff she likes. She's gonna be really happy about it, trust me. My Revan has been pretty much everything given how often I've replayed the game, so I kind of was a clusterfuck before Revan made it to SWTOR. Oh, my Revan is very particular about her things. Everybody loves my Revan.
Can I help you?
I don't know, can you?
Good.
You're welcome. Okay, that's
Very
all,
well.
because I definitely only had 2 for her. I feel like I'm opening loot boxes right now. I mean, I kind of am, aren't I? Oh, that was a terrible one. Okay, Lana. Oh, I can't. Okay, well, when I get the chance, I'm gonna overwhelm Lana with all the gifts that I have. And now we're gonna go back. Wait, can I mount here? Maybe I can mount here. Doesn't matter. I have this. At least you can't buy them with real money. No, there's other loot boxes that I can buy with real money. Actually, don't I have coins from being like subscribed today? You do. This one looks kind of funny. You look like a funny boy. I could buy him, but I won't. The Hypercrate Ultimate Cartel Packs, that's the one. I would like to buy those one day, but I don't think I can. Doesn't matter how box, but it's a bad box. I want a box that makes sense. Are we gonna have another cantina scene? What is this? Wait, why is this purple? Is that because it's a DLC story? Oh, geez. Okay. I think I already have... Like, the thing is also, I bought a bunch of mounts. But I need to unlock them everywhere, so I should probably be using my cartel coins for that. To, like, globally unlock stuff. Oh, it's such a pain. Yes. Because I think I unlocked them on, like, my consular for some reason. Ooh. Almost sounded like a wolf. Close enough. Can I mount here? The answer is absolutely not. Can I summon my Jorgen? I cannot summon my Jorgen. Rip. Hey, Silt Striders are dope, so I'll take it. They were the first thing I saw when I walked out, and I was so confused. And a little alarmed. But still. I always like this little bit of
we need to talk.
Music.
Your life is defined by deeds, not words. And we have nothing to discuss.
Oh, he's so mad at me for never using his power.
Time and again, you reject my aid. Why would I trust you with secrets you have not earned?
I don't want your aid, you weirdo. I hate the free-to-play restrictions in this game. So glad I got a free subscription trail a long time ago so I can enjoy preferred status. I always tell people who want to start playing this game to get at least 1 month of subscription. Fine, I don't need you.
Your power because I know it isn't worth the price. You're proving me right.
You really are.
I am not your servant, and you have trifled with my patience for the last time.
That's mean. Did I just game over myself? Did I just die? I guess if you're good friends with him, he helps you instead? Question mark? I don't know, man. He didn't even kill me, so I guess he's weak now. Loser. Imagine being so weak you can't even kill Cyberducky. Hi, Valkorian's being a jerk.
Something happened. I need your help.
Uh-oh. Well?
Your friends cannot hear you.
Are we gonna fight? Am I gonna fight you? You weirdo. I was a mount addict in WoW, Ground Faction rep for ages pre-wealth. Best I got was Midnight for Karazhan. I also collected mounts. I have a lot of really dope mounts in World of Warcraft, like big Blizzard Bear type mounts. But then I quit. So now I'm so far behind, if I ever play again, which unlikely, I don't think I can be bothered anymore. He's very needy. What limitations are removed if you get just a single month subscription and then let lapse? Well, first of all, you get all of the expansions. So this DLC stuff, all of this, you get that unlocked. And I think you can hold 1 million credits instead of like 100k or something. Things like that. Like there's a list in places. If you wanna like have all the information ever, then I can highly recommend Swotorista. She has a website, she has a YouTube channel, she has a Twitch channel, she knows everything about Star Wars ever. So check out her site. Hello there, Energizer. Good morning. Is it still morning? Afternoon. I said nothing. I'm sick of you. I really am.
For your insanity. I have a mission on Zakul.
You may still go, if you survive.
Valkorion is so annoying. I'm glad I said no to him. He's the worst.
You have forgotten what it means to face death alone. I will remind you.
He's so annoying. Like, he's literally throwing a temper tantrum because I didn't want to play with his toys. Like, boy.
Has been laid before you, but you refuse to tread upon it.
No, it's because Energizer used it and it has a slight cooldown, right? It has a slight cooldown. What's on my back? Am I wearing a backpack right now? Why am I wearing a backpack? What is this? Restores health. Oh. That's very good. Huh. It seems a little bit overpowered. I seem a little bit overpowered. Ever so slightly.
Can you sense the predators closing in?
No. Because I'm avoiding them.
Weakness. They would feast on it.
Oh, never mind. You just teleported on top of me. My bad, I guess. They're not very strong, Valkorion. Do you want to cry about it yet, or... You are too close to use this? What do you mean too close to use this? What am I doing? That's what they mean. I see.
You have a destiny to fulfill.
Nice. That's nice. I like this.
Being disappointed by your lack of progress.
They just teleported, but badly. Odessan Sleen? Do we have to kill the Odessan Sleen? They seem to just be vibing, honestly. I'll leave the Odessan Sleen alone. Valkorion being abusive and childish makes sense, seeing as he's, you know, kind of a... Yeah, I know, he's the worst already. Which is why I kept denying him. And then he got mad. But he always gets mad. I don't really even care about the Shadestalkers. You can't make me. Okay, well, you kind of cheated. Not allowed. What did you do? What did you do? Is it that kind of a dream where you go to school and then realize you're only wearing a backpack? Wasn't even wearing a backpack at that point. You know, those kinds of dreams? I hate those kinds of dreams. I still have them sometimes. School dreams. Does anybody else have, like, I've not been to school in years, but somehow there's still school dreams where terrible things happen to me and me only. You know, in a circle. That one last night, it was weird.
Blindsided me because I allowed it.
It just keeps happening.
Were weak.
Okay. I mean, I did kill you, so was I really? Because I'm not seeing it. Your Shadestalkers are kind of weak too, so, I mean... Like, I'm not even trying to do the bonus, they just throw themselves at me and die. Yeah, all my old siblings still have nightmares about schools. I mean, this just tells you enough about how much of an impact that has, right? Let's just all not go to school ever again. Just as a society. From this point forward, I only want to see YouTube videos and nothing else.
Against you. Had I not interfered, you would be dead. Perhaps I should have let you go then.
Okay, well, you know, ifs and buts and all that. But Corian is such a whiny lad. Bye. I'm sleeping way too well nowadays to even remember my dreams. I'm jealous.
The galaxy is finally united under a single banner. It should have been yours.
Stop moaning, Valkorion! It's always high school dreams, no university dreams, no work dreams, and they're always weird. It's because high school, like, was stressful. High school was too stressful. We don't want to deal with that anymore. We abandon it. So easy to do with a good AoE class. I mean, I didn't even really have to AoE, they're just so weak. I never remember my dreams, so for all I know, it's a nightly rerun of my most embarrassing high school moments. Now see, that happens before you sleep. You go to bed, and then your brain is just like, hey, you remember that super embarrassing thing you did like 7 years ago? Do you wanna think about it for like a good 20 minutes? And then we'll move on to the next one, because you have so many. Miss the life in uni. I do not miss the studying. I miss neither. Neither. Been having nightmares where I somehow decide to get another master's degree. That does sound like a nightmare. Also, very expensive nightmare, dang. Okay, don't make me fight more of those shade boys, because I don't need it. Like, I didn't even have to use these, so I'm assuming there's maybe a boss I have to fight?
Precious warship, a legion of allies, and my immense power at your disposal, you remain incomplete.
It's because you won't sort off. That is the only reason. Dang it, Isis! I am jealous. Still reminded of my mistakes before going to sleep, such as saying flying birds instead of flying fish.
Your armor, weapons, and
You're not wrong.
instincts are not enough to secure victory, Hunter.
Actually, have you met me? You've clearly not met me enough. Met me more, you weirdo.
Until you embrace your full potential, you will only be a pawn of fate, never its master.
Oh, stop it.
I follow my own path, Valkorion, not yours.
Ever.
You truly believe that? How pathetic.
Like he's already dead, technically, Sandy?
The future is not a river to carry us. It is the ocean in which we drown if we are not prepared.
Bit bombastic, buddy.
You have two destinies, Outlander.
Two wolves, if you will.
Defeat Arkham, claim the Eternal Throne, and remake the galaxy.
Says who?
In the other, you die alone, unmourned and forgotten. I brought you here to taste that defeat.
He's so fun at parties. I don't want to become a Dr. Graham. Stop. I'm not that overleveled, honestly. I'm not that overleveled. Especially, like, weapon-wise. Okay, so this is what you needed them for, I guess. Like, my gear's pretty... Let's not even talk about it, I guess. Let's just see how much we need this. That lasts a really long time. What the heck? How much does this heal? Oh, not that much. Okay. Well, I obviously have my own heals too. Valkorion's the worst. He's so whiny. Sorry, I got a drink, buddy. The rebonketing. Die again. Just oh. Stop. He's not even that strong. He just wishes he was. We're gonna just use it on cooldown, aren't we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Because why not? What are we gonna use it for otherwise? I missed a lot! Oh, what? Oh, okay. Whoops.
Pitiful. Why did I ever believe you could change anything?
Oh, shut up. Oh, I can't even say it? I'm not even saying it?
If that's what it takes to get rid of you, do it.
I know, obvious,
I will not
like...
gift you that release.
He died himself! Like, what are you saying?
This was a fraction of the pain my children can inflict.
A lie, because I beat
If
your
you
son.
do not finish your training, become something greater, you will feel the full weight of their rage.
I can see how this makes a lot more sense if you're like a Force-sensitive character. Honestly.
I've
You're
taken down
funny
common
lads.
thugs, giant monsters, and everything in between. I'd say I'm done training.
You do not perceive the path ahead, even when it is obvious. Let that be your first lesson. I cannot stay to protect you any longer.
Okay,
There
bye.
are matters to which I must attend, but I will leave you with a final token of my favor.
Why? Don't. Just go away. I am now also, I guess, a Force user. Question mark?
Fulfill your destiny, and I promise.
Am I a Sith Inquisitor now?
I've had enough of your threats. I never wanted this in the first place. You can stay gone.
Stay gone, dude.
I hope this is not the end of our journey, and one day, so will you.
He's so annoying! Yeah, no, I would really miss this, clearly. I would really miss this. I am not nice. I am evil. To be fair, he'd make a perfect Skeletor either way. Is that him being a bone boy, Elvaniel?
Cheer up, big brother. You're making me sad.
Okay.
Father won't face me himself.
He's punishing you for stealing his chair.
He isn't angry. Father never feels anything. Not even when Vexen died.
He was a good brother. Brought me gifts from all the worlds he conquered.
Wasn't he fun? Do you miss him?
I freed you from Father's control. I hope that earned your support.
My loyalties lie here, Arkan.
I hate portals.
She's like, shut up, Valen. I gotta talk about portals. Welcome back, Crunchy. Thank you so much for the resub. Hello, hello. What timing, what timing. I now imagine that she hates portals too. She better. Geralt knows what he's talking about, trust me. Wait, did I just get dragged back already? I guess I did.
Now what?
Wait, where am I? Am I not at my ship? Is it my old ship? Somebody just crunched an armor into the wall. The brother from the trainer. Yeah, and he's dead, so... Yeah, you know, it happens to the best of us. Unlimited power! Hey, if I can be a Sith Inquisitor as well right now, I'll take it. What are we looking at? Combat techniques of Jedi Battlemaster. Is that supposed to do something? Whose ship am I on right now? A young teenager rests in the center of this locket. He reminds you of Theron Shan. I'm looking at teenage Theron Shan? Why is he on the ship? And why is the ship so messed up? Wait, is there something down there too? Yes, there is. So whose is this then? Armor worn by a Jedi. Unless... Hiya! Collection of information. Okay. Oh, we don't actually get to hear about it.
It means death to disbelievers. It means the end of our corrupt society.
What?
It means great happiness for all.
You understand much, but do you know what will become of you, your family?
We give ourselves to Zildrog's glory, so that the wicked may be punished. We die so that Zakul may live on.
Good. You are on your way. In Zildrog's name.
In Zildrog's name.
Who's Zildrog? Have we heard of Zildrog? I don't think so. Looks like a dwarf melted into the wall. A little bit. But a Jedi apparently wears that. Tython. Heck yeah. And then we also have one in Korriban. Of course we do. Can't be left behind there, can we? I already know Korriban, though. Studies of the Force. Again, this makes a lot more sense if you are indeed a Force user. So, I get it. I get it.
For millennia, Jedi and Sith archived their knowledge in holocrons. These legacies preserve the wisdom of great minds. Only those connected to the Force may use these devices. Valkorian's influence has granted you limited access, but it will be enough. There is wisdom in these holocrons for one who would create lasting change in the galaxy.
So is that what he's doing? He's giving me holocrons so I can learn to not suck? I'm missing something here. This one clearly is not a part of that. It's fine. Oh, actually, you can have that one. I can't summon anybody. A rock. Oh, sorry. A meditation rock. Still a rock. And these rocks don't count, apparently. Did we meditate successfully? I guess we did. There's one I'm missing back there, but let's just do these first, I guess. Aha. Maybe that one's actually just the bonus one? This one's not going to tell me anything? Oh.
Take you!
Never mind. Yes? That was it? That's all you wanted to say? Okay. Did we get the thing? No? What are we missing here? Let me go around the ship just to see what I'm missing there. Maybe there's something behind. No, there is not. It needs to be around here. Most of it's been pretty obvious, but I guess this one just doesn't want to play. Oh, there's one. Hold on. Did I just not notice? Uh-huh. These logs are too heavy to move by hand. You don't say! What did you think was gonna happen? You can eat the soup? It's too late now. I've already tried to lift a log. Tried and failed. Nope. Okay. Am I gonna meet my own Jedi Master? Yay or nay?
I've waited for you a long time.
There she is! Wait, but you weren't friends with that guy. But you are a Jedi Master, so that counts.
Welcome to my home, Outlander.
Jedi Master Satele Shan. I dreamed about meeting like this. Tell me it's really happening this time.
Whatever you believe this is, I'd rather not know.
Dang it. We can't hook up with Satele Shan.
A meal. Stop rushing me. You survived an ordeal. Come, sit. There's food.
I guess I'm eating a soup. I'm needed
I was brought here
elsewhere.
against my will. People are counting on me for help. I have to go.
People are always counting on you. They won't stop just because you aren't there. Many things changed while you slept in Carbonite. I led the fight to save the Republic from Zakul. Nothing prepared me to face that enemy. I failed. Again and again.
I can tell.
This camp isn't new. You've been on Odessen for a while.
When the Republic surrendered to Arkan, I gave myself to the will of the Force. I left the core worlds and found this planet. We've been here for years, waiting.
Okay, well that seems a bit pointless, but alright. Playing as female Republic trooper for this section is amazing. Jen Hill flirting with herself. But in different tones. It's fine, it's totally the same.
You went underground to regroup. But how did you know I'd come here too?
Our journey here wasn't about you. Not originally.
But then you were the main
sensed your
character, so
awakening on Zakul.
you know.
Felt the presence of our old enemy guiding you.
You have mail.
We witnessed the victories and defeats leading you here. When we found you in that clearing, we faced a choice. Bring you here, or end you there.
Wow. And you came to your
It's a little
senses.
dark for a Jedi. I assume your training stopped you from killing
Just
me.
a little bit.
We felt something we'd lost for a long time.
Hi, Mice. Good afternoon, buddy.
Hope. You've changed in ways we still don't understand. Whatever his reasons, Valkorion has opened you to powers and a destiny far beyond the horizon of your old life.
Okay, well, I didn't
You
ask
have
for
much
that,
to
so...
learn. Follow us. Seek the answers throughout the valley. You will know when you find them.
People just kind of assume that I want to do things that I do not want to do. I guess, Satil. Why not? So what's a risk to speak of the devil? But not like that. We were just talking about you a little while ago, actually. Hi, thank you so much for the host. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome into the Monday stream. The Monday stream being the only time I play the SWTOR on stream, because it's Monday. Get it? MMO day. It's hilarious. Don't worry, you'll laugh later. Imagine if Satila and the female trooper was listening to a holocron from Bastila. She would have to do quite a few different voices just to make that make sense. Oh, I can jump here. I keep forgetting I can do that with the rocks. Porg flap! Oh my god. Well, hello there. Ignore the last question. Yes. I probably wouldn't have been able to answer it anyway, but SWTORista might. In fact, probably definitely. Hello there, Patrick. Hello there, Wolf. Do I want to go for the holocrons too? I feel like I do. I am the Cyber Ducky, yes. This was a chat-sponsored name. I think you could probably tell. Nope, I'm on Darth Malgus. Oh, that's it? We don't get to listen to them? I thought we were gonna listen to the holograms. Or the They're each of different ones, okay. Followed by summoning Femship. Femship in the Star Wars universe, let's go.
There is no greater challenge than to change from within. But that is what we all must do to survive.
This is gonna be a Force user thing, right? Where they just keep talking to me when I'm doing my things. Figured the name was all you were doing? Not even! Not even. This was crowdfunded, as names go. Remember Darkwing Duck? I love Darkwing Duck! Darkwing Duck! He's so underrated. They remade, DuckTales, but I feel like, honestly, Darkwing Duck is up for one too. The fact that he's almost never used anywhere.
The most powerful among us couldn't stand against the endless legions of Zakul.
It's over here,
Even
isn't it?
the Sith Empire learned that lesson too late. On countless worlds, I watched Jedi sacrifice themselves to delay inevitable defeat. We will not let you meet their fate.
Unless... There's too many of these guys. Get out of my sight, I'm trying to find holocrons. Hiya! There's one. That's fair too, Sandy. That's fair too. I feel like it's very difficult to find actual new stuff these days. I don't know when that happened, but at some point everyone just said, okay, now we do it again. Whatever it was, now we do it again. What was the first reboot that was just like wildly successful that started it all off? I'm a subscriber, unknown. And there's one of the top two, right? Did we miss a beacon? Oh, well, we missed this beacon. I don't think we missed a beacon, did we? I feel like we didn't. We'll see. I feel like we didn't miss one.
I went to Zakul in secret to see the Eternal Throne myself. I still bear the scars of that journey.
Did you get beat up, Satil? How does that keep happening to you, girl? Okay, somewhere around here is a holocron. There you are. Now play them all. No, we don't even get anything for that? Okay. I thought we were gonna get some juicy lore here, but nope. Not today! Yeah, we didn't miss any. How's your play going so far? Very well, Spada, thank you. I mean, I've been playing SWTOR every Monday for like over a year at this point. Over a year? No, actually, I think we're running up to the 1 year anniversary. Yeah, because we started on May the 4th. So every Monday I play SWTOR, just going through all the story until there is no more story to go through. And I think we're actually nearing the end. And wouldn't it be really, like, cathartic for me as a person if we finish all the story in SWTOR on May the 4th? Or at the very least, Revenge of the 5th. Like, one of the two. I feel like, personally, that would do a lot for me. Would you recommend subscribing for storyline purposes only? So, what I always say, Unknown, is if you've never played SWTOR, or even if you're coming back after a really long time, is that you subscribe for at least 1 month. You don't have to stay subscribed if you're just doing the storylines, but if you do, then first you unlock all of the DLCs, all of the expansions. You get a few cartel coins, which is nice. And also, after your sub runs out, you become preferred status, which has its own perks as well. And if you want to know all about those perks, you can look at SWTORista's website, where this is all laid out very well. A Tomb Raider reboot was a couple years before that. Doom, yeah, Doom, I don't think Doom was the first one. Like, I mean more in, like, the film vein of things. Remaking good old things for new audiences is a good thing, in my opinion. Like, no young folk would play the original Resident Evil 2 with the new ones. To be fair, the original Resident Evil 2 had some quirks in terms of handling that were apparently not fun to work around with. But, on the flip side, apparently the remake for Resident Evil 3 was kind of bad, because they cut a lot of things. While reimagining the stories have been told over and over in film and other media since long before film began, the first instance of the use of the term reboot was the Incredible Hulk. Dang it, Hulk! Why'd you have to do us like this? Is it worth playing Bounty Hunter? If you enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the story. Bounty Hunter, I will say, does not have any of my, like, favorite characters, because, okay, I don't have them right now, so I guess this is spoilers, but, like, none of these characters over here, under unavailable companions, I really like. Like, Mako is okay, Torian is okay, but I don't really have, like, particularly strong feelings over any of them, whereas in the DLC, at least, you can collect people like Eric Jorgen. And Chester Cheeto is my favorite boy. I love him. He's fantastic. Think there's a lot more ahead of you? Good. Good. We'll still be here for a while. We'll still be here. Too bad there are obvious cash grab remakes and ones where they charge too much. For me, the Mafia remake didn't work. Energizer talked about the Mafia remake as well. And he said that way too much was released as well. So I think that's a very general feeling indeed. I mean, I'm not going to play it because of that though, because Energizer and now you said that it's just not that good. At that point, I'd honestly rather play the original. Hi, Falani! Hi, friend. Welcome in. Hello there, Coolsta. Please take my coin and spare my life. Oh! Litsa, post the Bounty Hunter emote. Bounty Hunter emote. Yeah, Cyberducky is the only one who actually has one. Oh no, the cats aren't here. The cats are never here when people do cat candy at random. They'll come around. Don't worry. Blindside, she'll come around. I'm still contemplating to return. Played the heck out of SWTOR back in 2012. Was even top of the server at the time. I think, was 2012 when it launched? I actually don't know. I think 2012. Because we switched over when Dragon Soul was live in Warcraft. And then we cleared all the content and then we left. I think most veterans of SWTOR kind of probably maybe did the same thing if they returned later. Where EA definitely didn't think that we would just burn through the content that fast. But we did. Mako's kind of underrated. Yeah, she's like the one that I like the most, but I still don't really like. There's no spoilers towards this for me. I'm halfway through story, but don't know if I should make Republic or continue my Bounty Hunter. I like Bounty Hunter. I like playing Bounty Hunter as well, but I think playstyle-wise overall, I actually really like Inquisitor. Inquisitor is one of my favorites. Are we talking about reboots and restarting a franchise that's been dead for years or remakes? I want to say remakes. Reboots, very different. Like, sometimes it just doesn't work out. Like, the DMC reboot didn't work out for me. And DMC on its own, I thought was an okay game. But DMC as a reboot of the Devil May Cry universe, I did not really agree with at all. And I guess a lot of people didn't either, because then they made 5 and it was fantastic again. Hi, Blindside, my buddy. To be fair, I'd take Lana, Vet, and Shay over Mako hands down. Absolutely. I'm dating Lana right now. I'm dating Lana, so I can absolutely agree. Also switched over from WoW Dragon Soul. Yeah, like, we all just kind of stopped caring about WoW for like a few weeks. Until we cleared it, obviously, but... Today I noticed there's a distinct lack of kitties around. They were here actually earlier. I was trying to record a TikTok. That's right, that's right. I'm hip with the kids now. I made a TikTok account. I was trying to make one, and I am very new, so I was just doing it like in front of the light, and the cats were just staring at me like, girl. They were judging me from afar. I don't know how to feel about that, but let me turn on this fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. No, that's the YouTube. That's different, cool stuff. Tomb Raider reboots are good games, but for me, it's not Tomb Raider. I tend to agree. Like, playstyle-wise. But I think that's also generally because when the first Tomb Raider games came out, a lot of the techniques that we use in games too much now, I want to say, weren't really there yet. So hello, Hungry Wolf. Welcome in. I remember being in my final year of VWO back then and having heaps of free time. So long ago. See, I was in HAVO, so I had all the time in the world. I liked Tomb Raider reboot, okay, but then again, I did not play the OG. Yeah, so the main difference I feel is the climbing systems. And I think a lot of games started adopting this from the Assassin's Creed games initially. Was it I'm actually not sure if they were the first to do this, but you know, the technique where if you run up to a wall, you just climb it, you grab it and you climb it, and you just press forward and then you keep climbing, you keep grabbing. You don't really have to really do any kind of genuine platforming type things, if that makes sense. Like, you don't have to aim where to go a lot of the times. You don't really have to press a button to grab. It just does it automatically for that. And I think for that reason it feels a lot more different for me to play the reboots for Tomb Raider than it did to play the originals. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. I think it makes it easier to tell a story, because the old Tomb Raider games, they had a story, and I will always laugh at the start of, I don't even remember which game it was of the Tomb Raider series, but the one where you're a young Lara and you're with the old guy and he gets stuck in a tomb, and it's hilarious. They had a story, but it wasn't as deep. And I feel like the Tomb Raider games now, the reboots, they focus more on his story, which makes sense to me, but yeah. Good luck with the rest of your journey. Thank you, Espada. Don't forget to check out the new raids. I'm not sure I'm going to do raids, because if I want to do raids, I would have to find a party, and I'm not really here for that, I think. I really hope that new open world Star Wars game from Ubisoft is going to be good. I haven't really heard that much of it. But I'm hoping that Star Wars in general, because I really liked Fallen Order. Did I say that right? I think I did. I really liked that one. And the fact that it was successful, I hope EA looks at that and just says, okay, let's make more of those. Because I'd like to see more of those. I've seen it all. Don't be sad. Started VMBO, then went to HAVO and finished at VMBO after 7 years. You were relentless. Relentless. I just finished HAVO and I was like, okay, I'm done. Bye. Uncharted kind of does that too. It does. It does. Yeah, no, for sure. Assassin's Creed is definitely not the only franchise that does it. Knowing Ubisoft, they'll make their standard open world game but with a Star Wars skin. I really hope that's not the case. I really, really hope they put like the solid effort into it. They just let the team do what they want. Assassin's Creed climbing system got more and more simplified across the years. Absolutely. There are a lot of neat tricks in part 1 and 2 that you can't do with more fluid movements. Yeah, you slowly seem to lose agency in how your character moves. I don't know how to feel about that. Tomb Raider Legends Underworld was the best times. I feel like the older Tomb Raiders, they got progressively darker to like Dark Angel. Fallen Order was really good. I really enjoyed that. Satila is like, can you talk to me already? Girl. Okay, I wasn't there, but okay. I guess.
On Odessen, light and dark exist in perfect balance, forming a nexus in the Force. There is another world like it. Zakuul.
We should destroy it, just in case.
Arkan and his knights learned to use the Force in a different way from Jedi and Sith. It's why we couldn't truly defeat them.
I've defeated many. I really have. I guess I'm not a Force user. They're gonna say it's because I had the Emperor inside of me. Don't take that out of context. And that's the only reason I could beat anybody. But that would feel so cheap. The Ubisoft Star Wars games is developed by the people behind The Division 2, and I thought it was pretty good. I've never played The Division 2, so I actually don't have any kind of thought on that. I'm sorry. I like both Fallen Order and Squadron, so I'm fully expecting the next Star Wars to be terrible. Have low expectations, and you'll be positively surprised. Honestly, it's probably the worst game. I have an itch to replay every once in a while. There are certain games, and I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but there will be certain games that I know are not that great, but I always have an itch to play it anyway, and then I play like the first 10 minutes, and then I stop again. Only for me to play the first 10 minutes again in like a month, and I don't know why I do that, but I do that. She seems angry. Quick, give her a Snickers. All I have is this half-eaten protein bar. I hope that'll do. Also, hi, Nelzir. You ask too much of us, we will take everything out of context. It's a PG stream now, Stanch. This is a family-friendly stream. How dare you? I liked Fallen Order's story, but really disliked the Souls-like gameplay. See, I really like Souls games. So for me, I was like, yes! Another one! You know? They say the main execs in Ubisoft who really hindered the devs' creative visions and forced the Ubisoft collectathon and things like that are gone now. Good, because none of that is fun. Can games just really stop putting collectathons in their games in general? I get it in some points, but...
Wait, Cyberducky. I said take my coin, but I haven't given coin. Please spare me. Also give me the TikToks.
Thank you, Coolsta. I will give you the TikToks, and I may even spare you. But mostly I will give you the TikToks. I'm going to try to record the TikTok that I was doing earlier after stream if my makeup isn't like fully gone. It kind of is, but we'll see. It's fine. I will give you a TikTok. That's a $10 TikTok. You got it. I'm here for it. Thank you. You're so kind. Division 2 was hit or miss. It does some things very well, but there's other things about it that drive me insane. Understandable. Most games are like that, unfortunately. You know what games I almost never hear anybody talk about anymore? Splinter Cell? I don't know if that's just because I'm old now, but... I hear people talk about Thief, but I never hear people talk about Splinter Cell. Maybe I'll do a retrospective on Splinter Cell, I don't know. They say Immortals Phoenix Rising is pretty good. I also don't think I have played that, or even heard of it. Isn't that the best, though, to have low expectations? Because then you won't be disappointed. Exactly, exactly. Expect nothing. Get everything. That's why I don't uninstall Odyssey yet. I know I'll want to play it in a month, then turn it on, spend an hour in it, and bid farewell. It's all of us. I enjoyed The Division, but I hope it will be different than just The Division in Star Wars. I think that's for a lot of things. Game companies these days, especially when it's a franchise they're adapting, they just take a game that was already popular to an extent, and then they just make it into the franchise. I don't know. It doesn't always, you know, not work. But I like originality. Which is why we're playing Spiritfarer tomorrow. I like Souls games, but hate Sekiro, so I was irritated to see the parry and guard gauge system in Fallen Order. Well, I think, first of all, parries were a lot easier to pull off in Star Wars, but also, I think most of Star Wars I went without any kind of parrying, really. Like, a lot of it I did without parrying. Especially once I got a certain force slightly higher up. It felt like cheating, but... Still don't know how I managed to finish Vivio so easily and then went on to study physics, which I finished cum laude, and somehow I still ended up in consulting at a big four firm. don't question it. Don't question it. Just take it, accept it, and don't ask any questions. Nobody talks about Splinter Cell because it's been forever since they made one. I know, but the latest Thief... First of all, the latest Thief was pretty old at this point as well. And the latest Thief was nothing like the earlier Thieves. Like, the reboot of Thief, I wasn't a huge fan of, for various reasons. But it is, honestly, it just doesn't really feel like a Thief game. So I don't know. They were great games. They were. Splinter Cell is a great series. Played it many times, but I can't accept it without Michael Ironside's voice. It's fair enough. There are certain characters that I resent having different voices. Souls games in Star Wars would be fun. I mean, that is basically Fallen Order. When I played it on stream, I played on the highest difficulty immediately because people told me it was a Souls game, specifically. And then I fought... There was a Toad boss at the start, and I fought it without knowing you could fall on top of it. So I didn't really enjoy that start because it felt extremely clunky, but I had to get used to it, basically. And then, like, the further you get, the more used to the controls you get, and the more it actually starts to feel more Soulsy and, like, positively punishing, if that makes sense. So I don't know, if you like Souls games, play Fallen Order. Play it on the hardest difficulty. You're gonna have a good time, I think. Still wondering why I'm doing so much overtime? It's the corporate world, Unknown. It's the corporate world. It happens to all of us. I'm actually trying to do less overtime now. I feel like it's healthier to do. I mean, I'm assuming, Unknown, that they're not overworking to the point of, like, burnout, because dang. Okay, I have defeated many. Let's see what she says about that.
I faced plenty of warriors from Zakul. They fell the same as everyone else.
Don't confuse them with Arkan. And his sister is another problem entirely.
I beat Arkan too.
Jedi approach the Force as a companion, and Sith try to enslave it. But Arkan's knights believe the Force is their reward for serving an ideal.
Ugh.
They swear their lives to the Eternal Emperor. The more they honor his commandments, the greater their power.
That's kind of
obey
creepy.
their master without question, sacrificing everything for his triumph. Devotion makes them strong. You must become stronger.
I have no master, buddy.
The Knights of Zakul are slaves to the Eternal Emperor. I will never be like
Not
them.
even close.
Those who do not bend, break.
Mar! I missed you, buddy. Darth R.
Destroyed my flesh, but not my reason for being.
I miss this man. I have missed this man. Also, speaking of cat candy, I'm pretty sure the cats are not around as much and are not going to be around as much because Nick is home. Nick is sick today. Everybody say "aww" in unison. But the cats are probably with him, so... Nothing warms my heart more than the prospect of more bunk. Too horny jail! No burnouts here, luckily, but I seem very resistant to it. Mostly I don't go over 13 hours a day when it's busy. That's fair. I don't know, because I'm going from 13-hour days. And I did burnout. I did burnout on 13-hour days, so... I gotta tone it down. So close to cat candy, though. What kind of work do you do? This. I do this. 4 hours a day I stream, usually, and then after that I start making YouTube videos. YouTube videos are the majority of my work, mainly because I am a bit of a perfectionist. And because I'm a perfectionist, first of all, I do research, part of which is probably not even required, and then I write scripts that are far too long. Read my latest videos. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Olvaniel. 13 hours a day are not healthy. No, that's not healthy. It really isn't. And I think in the long run... Actually, I watched a video about this not too long ago where someone was talking about the effects of prolonged stress. Prolonged stress can actually permanently alter your body. So, you know, there are less than 14-hour workdays where... Oh, blindside, buddy, no. I feel like we're very much stuck... Okay, I'm gonna stand on my soapbox for a while. I'm sorry, Mar. I'm so sorry. We're very much stuck in kind of a society. We live in a society. We're very much stuck in a society where it seems like everyone worships overworking too much. Overworking, that's kind of like a saying the same thing, but you'll see people post about this where they're like, oh, well, I worked, 20 hours a day. And then they play it off as a good thing, as, oh, look how hard I'm working, oh, look how on the grind I am. But it's not healthy. And at this point, I feel like it's employers that are feeding into this, where it's like, oh, if you work a lot, that means you're doing well, it means you're a productive member of society, etc. and so forth. However, I think it's very much the opposite, especially if you're creative. In fact, that was actually also one of TikTok that I wanted to record, is about the creative field in general. Also, hi Black Official, what's up? There's a reason why 8 hours is the norm. It should be lower than 8 hours. I will die on that hill. Our workday should be lower than 8 hours. If you're creative, in any kind of creative field, if you're trying to create something, anything, usually you're going to draw from your own life's experiences, right? And eventually you're going to run out of those if you don't make new ones. If you are constantly working, and I have this as well, I'm constantly working on a new script, and if I don't have new ideas fed to me by watching shows, by going out and meeting people, by reading a book, then my entire vision of the world and my work will remain the same. So I am never going to say anything new, anything fresh, anything interesting. I'm just going to keep saying the same things I already said because that's what I know, and I've learned nothing because I've only been working. So if you are in a creative field, for the love of all that is holy, take a break, stretch, hydrate, watch a movie that you like, listen to music that you love, do something that isn't work, because your work will thank you. Nobody will thank you for overworking. Exactly, Sandy. Exactly. 14 hours for Eternal Emperor. Blood for the Blood God. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Work length death cult. It really is. And people die from working too long. People die from working too long. Straight up. I mostly hear that from Anglo-Saxon people. In Latin cultures, overworking is less highly regarded, as it should be. As it should be. I'll die on the hill that a 40-hour work week should be 4 10-hour days instead of 5 8-hour days. I think it would be nice if the option was there. If a person was just given the option to do it. Because honestly wise, Nick feels the same way. We talked about this not too long ago as well, where he was like, if I could have an extra day to like recharge, that would already solve so many of my problems. Problem with lowering the 8 hours is that there are places like hospitals, care centers, etc. where that won't work. Well, the thing is, at that point, you have to hire more people. So obviously, there is a point where you will need more people to fulfill the same roles at that point. But at the same time, Stanch, at the moment, we're largely not given the option to do what we want to do. So say, if I wanted to become a nurse right now, there's no way. Because I barely make ends meet with just streaming and YouTube. So if I were to say, well, I want to become a nurse or I want to become a doctor, I don't have the time because I have to work or I will die. I don't have the time because I need money to become a nurse because studies are expensive. I don't have the time just in general because I straight up don't have the time. And this goes for a lot of people. This goes for a lot of people. Like the world in general has very much stopped becoming about acquiring more knowledge and becoming a better person in the process, and very much more like we are really stuck in the rat race where you're thrown into the workspace and that's where you die. You know what I mean? That's so depressing when I talk about it like that. I'm so sorry. But yeah. Hi Raptor, we're talking about work. How are you? 2 extra hours a day is whatever. I'll gladly trade that for an extra day off each week. Yeah, and for some people it's the other way around, like whichever you like, really. I'd say 4 to 6 hours is kind of the norm. 8 hours tend to kill your evenings and creative thinking if you work for a company. Yeah, if you really look at how much work or how much time you have left after your workday, if you have 8 hours a day, it's nothing, it's non-existent. Especially if you have a commute, you have to make your own food, you have to clean the house, and at that point, where are you? Working a lot of overtime at a very heavy analytical job does not work in the long run. You just can't think straight anymore after a lot of hours. If it's a very easy, monotonous work, I could do easily 15 hours. And I very much feel like that is that's a per person thing. There are certain things that I can do for hours and I will not get bored of it. I will think, yeah, let's do a little more. But then there's sound editing, and it makes me want to jump off a cliff. I hate sound editing so much. Nowadays, you can just reboot your own stuff. Oh, of course! Actually, I was going to put some of my older skits on TikTok, so what does that say about me? I take an hour walk every day. It helps me think. Honestly, walking in general, it makes me feel better as well. I'm not saying going for a walk every day is going to make you, you know, solve all your problems, but yes. Exercise in general makes me feel a little bit better about things. Milk for the cornflakes? Oh no! Oh, that's terrible. Hi, Skal. Depressing but accurate. I'm sorry, Skal. Welcome. Visions is based. Sandy. I face the issue of globalization schedules. I have people that begin their day at 4 AM my time, while others end their day at 1 AM my time. All of those people have requests for me, and it's brutal. Downtime is very much needed, which is why I set aside Sunday to play D&D for 8 hours. Yeah, fun times. Even D&D we can't do for too long, actually. But yeah, honestly, Blindside, I feel like at that point, they should just send you the requests, and then during the day you deal with them, and that's that. Like, never go past your actual workday. If you have a care center where you have people with grave autism, Asperger's, etc., you will fuck their day up by bringing in new people, to put it shortly. That's true. That's true. I don't know, like, again, I have no real knowledge of the medical field in general, so I can't really talk on how to solve that. I have no idea. 8 hours work plus 3.5 hours work commuting? Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. Yeah, that's like the one thing I'm glad I can work from home, obviously, but at the same time, if you're self-employed, you will never stop working. The biggest difference between university and work life is, in university, everything was so well lined out what to do. In work, that's not the case. Yeah, you have to put your own planning together, which is something I've tried to do recently in an effort to turn down my hours a little bit, but I feel like this weekend will be the first time I'll have an actual weekend, because I have 2 parts on the Shadow Hearts Covenant video, and part 2 is already largely written, so I can take a little bit longer to do the whole thing. But before that, I don't have weekends. I just work every day. 8 hours are not 8 hours. There's 30 minutes of lunch break, so 8.5, and then the way to and from work. For me, it's another 30-minute drive, so it's double as another hour, so I'm at 9.5. And I still want to fit in workouts and jogging. I know, but that's the thing, right? That's why I feel like being able to work from home is such a great stress reliever in a way. Could you work from home at all, Coolsta? Because I actually don't know. Starting to miss the commuting a bit. If you're not in endless traffic jams, maybe. Maybe. I would love to go back to school to get the skills I want, but I don't have time nor the money for that, so I'm stuck being low-paid, almost uneducated piece of garbage. Skal, disagree with the final part. You are not a piece of garbage. We love you, buddy. But yes, to the rest. Like, I would really like to study again. I would love to study again, but it's just not a thing you can just do. You can just pick up and do. Like, society as a whole has to change for that. Also, hello, Toronto. Good afternoon. Welcome in. How are you doing? I feel like I've, like, toned down my voice so much because I'm talking about serious things. Poor Thorthmar just standing there. He's dead. He has all the time in the world. I think our society has job bias. It's true. And you know what I hate the most? The thing that I hate the most in general is that when you have, like, a higher paid job, people, like, those people will always look down on people that have, like, the lower jobs. Like, the amount of people who look down on garbage men is way too damn high. But when you think about it, the garbage man is far more important than you, Mr. Bank Teller. I'm sorry. Because we had a time in the Netherlands at some point, and I don't know how many Dutch people are in the chat, but you might remember this, where our garbage men were on a strike. Which meant garbage piled up in the streets. And that, let me tell you, affected all of us. So what I'm trying to say is, respect everyone, regardless of their job. Vultures. Darth Meow be like, you want your Republican work days? Come with me and you're in power faster. I'd side with Darth Mar every day of the week. Have you seen him, Silent? Yes, please. I work in a field where 80+ hour work weeks are the norm. About half the time my brain is firing on all cylinders, and very rarely I have downtime. I can confirm I can't function normally outside of my field. Heck, when I'm really stressed, I can't even remember where I park my car when I go shopping. I also can't relate to most people anymore. Yeah, like it feels like we're all growing apart in this entire How do you solve it? I don't know how to solve it. Like, I follow this one guy on Twitter who actually is like good to his employees, pays them a proper wage, give them time off, etc. All those things. More people like him is what we need. Length of breaks are unofficial, of course, but my bosses don't really care as long as we deliver on our work. And I think Kaisa, that's the thing as well. I think it's already been it's been said before, where most people can't really fully focus on their work for more than like 3 or 4 hours, something like that. So anything after that, you just get diminishing returns. So there's no real point. Darth Mars like, preach, Ducky, preach. I just imagine him listening to this. Oh, there we go. You had enough of it. This happens every time to me in Star Wars. This happens to me every single time. I will not shut up and then my game is just done with me. I think I finally figured out what I would want to do when I got past 30, which is a bit too late unless you're bloody rich. What would you want to do, Scal? What would you want to do? Tell me more. Oh, did I just break it? Oh no. Oh jeez. I thought I broke it there for a second. Oh. I'm allowed to work from home, but we only have a 2-room apartment and Koloiv is also in home office. I would have to fit 2 more displays and 2 more laptops on our dining table. That's just too much. I will sprinkle in some home office here and there to be a bit more flexible with my day planning. Yeah, I think maybe like you could just swap every so often, I guess. I don't know, because my dad worked from home a lot and he definitely felt better after that. I hope you guys can find like a good home soon, so you can both work at home. At least Darth Maul doesn't start pontificating at you when you ignore him. Some games, I mean. I do wonder why clean water is a human right, but there's no National Plumbers Day. I mean, I don't think everybody needs a national day in general, but I think we do need to respect one another. Dirty hands, clean money. If you're able to feed yourself and a family, if you have one, you're doing it right. I would like to be able to feed myself and also feed some of my friends. But I shouldn't be the one who has to do that, but I want to do that. Trash collecting and street cleaning is a relatively well-paid job in the city here. There are several street sweepers with college degrees here. Like, yeah, if I was allowed to have a job in Canada, I would probably also just... Maybe I'd be a street sweeper. Honestly, why not? But I'm not allowed to have a job in Canada because I'm still a tourist. Pays better than working at McDonald's. McDonald's doesn't get paid enough either. Good rule of life is just don't be a douchebag. Exactly. Remember other people have lives and loved ones outside of their job? Treat them like it. Be kind. Be kind. Exactly wise. Pays better than being a teacher sometimes. In Canada, teachers get paid really well. My actual productive hours in the office is about 4 to 5 hours. Yeah, pretty much. Everything else you just zone out, right? I need to learn that myself because, well, you already know, I work too much. Our city employs basically slaves for garbage and cleaning jobs. To know what would happen if they do some uprising? Well, that's when you go on strike. That's the thing. I just want everyone to be treated like a human being, please. Love how you made almost no progress in Soiter the last 15 minutes. Something you gotta know about me, Unknown. I will sit and talk for a long time. I just kind of do that. When there's like an interesting conversation in chat, like the main reason I stream is to talk to chat. I will just sit and talk about it, you know, until we're out of things to say, and then I'll continue on. I'm sorry, Allison, the cat's not here. They already have 2 on the list. Cleaners here are generally really underpaid and are generally lowly educated people or the elderly. Well, I think everyone should be paid at least enough to be able to afford a house and food on the table every day, but, you know, I'm a communist, so what am I gonna say? I would love to become an accountant. Someday I'll get there. Is it really expensive to get an accountant degree? Because I actually don't know. Accountants mostly with numbers, right? I could never do that. Trash collecting's a good job, mate. It's challenging work out of doors. I'll guarantee you, you'll not go hungry because as long as there is 2 people left on the planet, someone is going to want their trash out of the way. It's true. But it's true, though. I haven't seen Zar today, Raptor, no. We have really good convos. Exactly awesome. I love chatting with Mama Bird. I like to collect the people around me that just want to talk to me. Is that selfish? Maybe a little bit. But I want to I want to have people in my chat who also just want to see me, and maybe not just the game. A little bit of both, maybe. You're literally my sister-in-law. You look the same. You talk the same. You have the same opinions. She must look really nice. Sorry. I'm sorry. I have a feeling that people who worked hard for higher positions forget where they came from, and people who got higher positions just through contacts money never knew how to start at the floor. I guess so. I don't know. There's a lot of people who started from very little and are still like wholesome as heck. Like, for example, Nega Oryx, who is another streamer that I follow, she is super wholesome. And she just blew up at one point. But she's still super wholesome. Like, she is such a sweet being. And so I don't think getting somewhere needs to turn you into a bad person. Really. It's more of the I have to pay rent and food part that's the issue. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think the biggest problem is that wealthy people buy vacation homes in big cities, causing housing markets to go bad and median income families to struggle. For real, Smelly, I think a very, very, very large part of everyone's crisis is the fact that people buy houses just for resale. It's scalpers. They're basically scalpers. I think every single country in the world should have the rule that if you are not living in the house for the majority of the year, then you're not allowed to buy the house. I think that should be a rule. And, you know, have actual substantial fines for things like Airbnb buyouts, you know, where somebody just buys an entire, like, apartment complex just to make it an Airbnb. Those sorts of things. It should not be this hard, but it is. Better you than me. Since I work at a Big Four firm, I also help out auditors from time to time. God, I hate that work. I'm just terrible at numbers in general, Unknown. Numbers in general, they do not sit well with me. I don't think everyone should make enough to afford a house, but I think as society we should have systems in place where everyone has food, clothing, and some form of shelter. I mean, like, when I say house, I mean a place to live, to call their own. Obviously, I live in an apartment. It's a very small apartment. But I would consider it a house, is what I mean. Gen Z is now the older sis I never had. Oh, Kaisa, buddy. Hugs. See you, Raptor. Have a good one, buddy. What would happen if you inherited a flat or a house after you bought your own? I feel like maybe you shouldn't. I feel like it should immediately go on the market. Like, at that point, you'll have to choose. Do you want to keep the house that you're currently living in? Or do you want to sell it? Because that's basically what we did with my grandpa's house as well. Like, when my grandpa moved to an elderly home, we sold his house immediately. Because we're not gonna live in it, and we're definitely not gonna rent it out because we're not scumbags. You know? The easiest example in Holland is city center shopping areas where the supermarket has a 250k year rent, so our food is 10% more expensive. Yeah, that's a big city thing as well, though, right? Like, I lived in Roosendaal, so it's like North Brabant, and things were pretty cheap there, just because, well, we had small local businesses, we had a lot of farms around, so it's different. But then I moved to Antwerp for a while, and food was definitely more expensive there. And food is even more expensive in Canada, especially vegetables, because it takes such a long time to get here. Like, the farm to store pipeline is gigantic, so it depends on where you live. Not fines, because if a fine is the only punishment, the law only exists for the poor. Yeah, but like the fine would be everything they ever made out of it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, how much did you make off of running this Airbnb? Give it to us, all of it. That's it. The housing market crisis is mostly due to low interest rate combined with the financial crisis in 2008, causing major budget cuts to building new houses. Honestly, I don't know much about that. I'm guessing you do. But one thing that I bring this up every time. I will bring this up anytime to anybody who will listen. But there are streets in London that are completely abandoned. They're all bought. All of the houses are bought, but they're abandoned. They're empty. It's a ghost town. Because they were bought by investors from outside of the country. And it was literally just that. It was just an investment. They were never going to live there. No one was ever going to live there. They just bought it because, you know, Maybe one day they want to sell it. Like they have like 20 houses per one person. That sort of thing. That should not be a thing. The older I get, the more socialism sounds reasonable. Welcome to communism. The red flag. Even in like Roosendaal in your city center, they pay such insane rent, it doesn't make sense. I almost said that in like the Dutchest way in the world. Like the city center is definitely more expensive. But for example, when my dad moved out there, he sold his, and it was like, we had a reasonably nice house. He sold it for like 200K. And it was like a 4-person family house with a nice garden. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that right now? Buying a house for 200K? Because no way. No way. I could not. I have streets in London where Jack the Ripper lives. London's like a Russian house collection town of the world. Like, it's so sad when you walk through them. It sounds like NYC, so many condos where no one lives. And they get away with it, and they shouldn't. They shouldn't. A large part of the money made from starting an Airbnb should go to the state through taxes if someone feels the need to buy an entire apartment complex, and the money made for the state should be spent on railroads and hospitals, among other things. There are a lot of things that the state do more for poor people, but they just don't. Have a nice dinner, Sandy! Thank you for dropping by. My ideal form of socialism would provide only the bare necessities to people. Housing would essentially be shoeboxes. No, see, I wouldn't say that either. I wouldn't say that either. And you know why? Because I feel like as a society we should move forward, not backwards. And we've been promised this dream of if you have automation, more robots, more AI doing things for you, that our lives should potentially get better. But they don't. They don't actually get better. They've only ever gotten better for the rich. And I feel like everyone should be allowed to live in comfort and, quite frankly, live out their dreams to a certain extent. Like, if you want things like, oh, I want to go to Disneyland, then yeah, maybe you could only do that if you saved for a long time or if you obviously worked extra for it. But I think someone should have a comfortable home to live in. They should have food that is healthy. And, you know, they should have electricity, running water, etc., clothes on their feet. I think they should be comfortable. Like, again, call me a socialist, but I think everyone should be able to live in a certain amount of comfort. 200K for a house, yeah, like that would be so that would be feasible for me, Coolstar. Like, that would be feasible for a lot of people. The mall where my current work has offices has been bought by foreign companies, and boy, do they skimp on maintenance. Wonderful. I'm sure people still go there all the time. I was a communist first, but I felt that going the democratic way is better than through violence. I think communism doesn't have to be violent. I think it shouldn't. I think it should. Things should generally never be violent, but yeah. I bought my house for 150K-ish and it doubled in value in 3 years. Says enough about the silliness of housing prices at the moment. Absolutely. Like, I'll tell you this. Like, the house that we are eyeing is 600 CAD. And 600 CAD, how much is 600 CAD in euros? I actually don't know. 600 CAD in euros. Let's see. Is that this? CAD in euros. How much are you? Okay, so it's about 400K. And the only reason we can even aim for that is because, first of all, they gave us 3 years to prove that we could probably afford a mortgage, maybe. Secondly, because we had a lot of help. And thirdly, because the guy at the bank was like, okay, on good faith, I'll allow it. That's the only reason. If we were to try and buy a house now with just what we have, no, there's just not one. They don't exist. Because 600K is even cheap. Like, the fact that that is supposed to be cheap makes me cry. I just lost track of chat entirely. Airbnb is banned here partially because the government does not want people buying up all the homes to rent them out. As they should! Kaisa, I'm more and more convinced to move. I'm near Seattle and a small house here is 350K. Like, redonkulous. I've been to Seattle, I kind of get that. It's really busy there. Hi, Amrit! Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh, yeah, sorry, Moonlight. I have wall of text stops. I want full Star Trek. I would go for full Star Trek. So idealistic. I think the economic problem is also due to the vast amounts of money we waste on inefficient social constructs. I would be such a fan of stopping with all the money handbacks and just reducing pricing for that group of people in general. Yeah, honestly. And obviously taxes. Taxes are a big deal. Loopholes are a big deal. Communism here, hope never again. I mean, every time anybody says communism, they always think about, like, the uprisings and the way it went wrong. But it's adjustable, let's be honest. We don't live in a perfect utopia? No, I mean, we don't have to. It takes either luck or an insane amount of stress, work ethic to be rich. It's easy to judge the super wealthy and think the grass is greener on the other side, but a lot of people don't realize the sacrifice and dedication to reach that success. Hard disagree. If you're a billionaire, you're a terrible person. Every single billionaire in the world is a horrible, horrible human being. And I do not like you. And if you're rich and you're not trying to help other people at that point, I don't like you either. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Like, this is not something specifically against you, Iris, obviously. But there are a lot of people who defend rich people because they think one day that'll be them. Like, imagine the, oh, what was it again? Oh, the space one. The space family guy. You know the one I mean. You know what I mean. That one, and like, the guy with the orange hair goes like, oh, like, I'm defending this guy because one day it could be me. That sort of thing. That's pretty much how people think. And yeah, sure, there's stress involved in becoming rich. But at that point, you don't need to continue exploiting your workers, right? Once you get to a certain level of wealth, stop. Like, why are you hoarding it? Are you a dragon? Or do you breathe fire? What is your problem? Like, as a species, we should work to improve everyone's lot. Not just our own, because that is pure selfishness and nothing more. Are you planning on moving to Canada? I live in Canada now. I went from the Netherlands to Antwerp for like a year, and then I married a Canadian, so I moved to Canada. And I'm still a tourist here. I've been a tourist for like a year. It's the weirdest thing. House and apartment prices can be a bit expensive for us here in Eastern Europe, but compared to how much it costs in the Western countries, it's like pocket change for you. Yeah, and I always think about that one quote from Arnold Schwarzenegger, where he came to America for the first time, and he met a postman? English is hard. He met a postman, and the postman could provide for his entire family and afford a house, all just on his one job. And where did we go wrong that stopped being a thing? That's my problem. That's like my big gripe. My house costs around 200k GBP, but Northern Ireland is pretty cheap. I still want to visit Northern Ireland one day. Just in general. I agree people need the basic cost of survival. Unfortunately, not everyone agrees due to their own selfish desires. Yeah, I don't get that. I would happily pay higher taxes if it meant that everyone had a home to call their own. Even if it's a small home. I don't care. Communism is taking over by revolution? Oh. Socialism then. Communism have never worked. Real communism haven't been tried. Because no one can and no one will. We're working on it. Life big hard everywhere, Shan. Life big hard everywhere. Wait, why are we saying $450? Socialism, on the other hand, it can't work by itself. In my opinion, socialism needs to work with another way of thinking, like capitalism, but they should be regulated in certain ways. Yeah, I think in general also, the world has kind of gotten stuck with thinking that capitalism is the only way. And we've never really tried anything else at that point, because obviously, if you're already in power, you don't want to lose it, so yeah. Even that billionaire that gave away all until he had 1kk left. See, but they're not a billionaire anymore. So then I won't have to hate them. There you go. All goes wrong taking homes from someone who have it and work for it hard to give someone who don't want to work. People who go lazy cause why? What? Okay, so Kale, I think you're misunderstanding, but let me rephrase then. I'm not saying take people's homes away. I'm saying if I, for example, I have a place here in Canada where I live, and if I then go to the Dutch market, for example, then and I say like, oh well, I'm gonna buy this house in Utrecht or something. I'm never gonna live in it, but I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna hold on to it for a rainy day, for like one day when I'm like, oh, I'm poor, so now I can sell the house in Utrecht or something. That shouldn't happen, because I don't use the house, so it's like an economic security for me personally, which is very, very selfish. I still don't know why so many people defend and idealize Elon Musk. Elon Musk especially. That guy creeps me out. Elon Musk defenders, go home. Ruling party who is pose for ego. I think you're typing too fast. I think you're typing too fast. Communism is very rarely adjustable with anything. Socialism is more moldable with other ideas to a larger extent. I think, honestly, like, I say communism and socialism mostly as a joke. Like, I don't think I want to put a name on it necessarily. I just want for my fellow people around me to be safe and happy. And yes, that sounds like a utopia, but I think it should always be the goal. I am aware that this is not something we can just like achieve just like that, but it's something that I would always like to shoot for. You know, shoot for the moon and you'll land among the stars. Haha, live, love, laugh. Oh god, I'm a mom now. But you know what I mean. That's just my opinion, man. The gist of my message was, I think that majority of people must somehow upgrade mentally so we can try new government systems which can bring us new stable ways of life without much selfishness and 14-hour workdays. Yeah, I don't know how many people have followed this usually, but I've seen murmurings before of really, really good inventions that are being suppressed because big companies don't make enough money if those ideas come out. And I am inclined to believe that. I am inclined to believe that. Only thing I would like is freedom. Be free to make decisions and not be dictated. I think everyone should. Imagine 20 years from now still being just a tourist in Canada. Well, they've recently actually asked me to go and give them my fingerprint, so maybe we're getting somewhere. I don't know. But it's bothersome because I've always said if I don't make enough money doing what I do, I can go find another job. And I just like cut down on Twitch and I cut down on YouTube, but like at least there would be a stable income, but I can't do that because I'm a tourist. I'm a tourist in Canada. Real theoretical communism will never work due to human greed. I unfortunately tend to agree with that, Kaiser. You want to continue streaming once the story ends? You should work towards Nimrite. What? I wasn't actually gonna do any Nightmare raiding. I'm literally town. I'm just here for the story and nothing else. I think there's going to be new story in the next patch. Maybe that patch is already out. But there was story announced more. So at that point, once we're through all the story, unfortunately, we're going to switch MMOs again. If you have a fortune like Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos, they earn so much due to their shares in the company becoming much more valued. Even if they give out millions or billions at the end of the year, they would still earn money due to the increased share prices. Yeah, I know. Like, if you look at how much they made from before, like, post-pandemic and now, which is why I feel like they should maybe start paying taxes. Call me crazy, but I think maybe they should pay taxes. I'm a communist and really want to respond, but wow, I'm bad at explaining myself through text. Then it's probably best not to, honestly. I have noticed in myself, if I can't explain something perfectly clearly the way I meant it through text, I just don't. Because it will be misconstrued. My last and only TikTok so far. Anyway, yes. I just finished my first exam and very confused on how we got here. Communism, Danny! How'd it go? Did it go well? I bet it went well. I hope it went well. Let's be honest, the communist systems that were tried were just a way for certain people to get riches. They were not to bring things to people. Probably not, no. I get this hand puppet feeling with people like Elon and Trump. I can kind of see what you mean, Smelly. Leftist or left-leaning is perfect. You just want everyone to have their basic needs. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I worked for the lobbying group that suppressed INF needles everyone uses nowadays for COVID vaccines. Kind of proud. Wait, is that a good or a bad thing? I actually don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Is that a good or a bad thing? I don't even know what you mean. Like, were you suppressing needles? Were you suppressing COVID vaccines? What was... Because, thing bad. People should be free to make their decision. I agree. I agree. Paying taxes is communism. We don't do that here. Understandable. I also think that building better future is stumped by our lifespans. 60 to 100 years are not enough to keep firm grip on your new way to live to get a hold on the world. Example book Dune, they used religion to pass knowledge and guide into future generation. I think Dune is probably not the best story to try to emulate. Dune is, well, Dune is a whole nother story. Literally. Hi, Reggie! Sorry, I didn't, sorry, hi. I didn't see you there. Hi, buddy. But no, yes. I remember stories of real communist villages was tried out. No money, people exchanged services and goods, yet still some people hoarded stuff like boxes of matchsticks. Yeah, it's... I don't know, I never know how to feel about that because I don't know how a person becomes that way. And I don't... Like, I am not a perfect human being. By far, I am not. I've made mistakes, I am making mistakes, I will make more mistakes in the future. But I feel like the one thing I want to hold on to in general is just... I want everyone to be happy. I don't want to be rich, I don't want to be famous, I don't want any of that. I want my friends to thrive and be happy and everyone around me too. But we all have our own goal for happiness, so I think I have to do my taxes. No! Honestly, Wakupi, kind of same. Kind of same. Strange how we think that 10% taking peasants was so bad in Middle Ages, but when it take us like 70%, now it's good. We are still all serfs. We're all serf scale. Cool Life and me have sent our tax declaration today. We were good at adulting today. See, I'm jealous because Nick doesn't really have to pay taxes because he already pays them through work. I have to pay an absolutely ridiculous amount, and I still have no idea how I'm going to do that in Canada. I'm dying after Tabata. Why? Don't die, not today. I don't know how well I did. I think I did okay. Hopefully I passed, which means I have to get at least 70%. That seems like a really high mark, but alright. I believe in you. You got this. It's kind of in our nature to be hoarders of something. Hoard Funko Pops for all I care. I've recently paid my first ever income tax and I'm still screaming. Understandable. Same. Every time. Taxes mean that you get money from your infrastructure. Look at the US where you have to pay thousands of dollars for just stepping inside a hospital. See, but that doesn't make any sense either. Like, I think just people paying taxes in general is better than having to pay to be in a hospital at all. Like, again, like Stanch, when I went to get my braces refixed before I went to Canada, right? And my verzekering, Jesus, insurance had run off, my health insurance, because I was moving, obviously. And I went to get it fixed, and I was like, well, my insurance ran off, so I'm just gonna have to pay this just like this. And they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's 60 euros. And she was like looking at me like horrified, like it was just this massive amount of money. And I was just like, oh, America. Feels bad. For me, it's stationary. Let's go. You like good stories? I do. I do. Big difference, we pay taxes. Exactly. I just want financial security without having to worry anymore. Same. Unknown. But same. Like, I don't know if that day is ever gonna come, but just the day where you're like, okay, I will have food on the table every day. That day, I will relish it. I think a solution to housing problems would be that you have to have people living in every housing property you own. Yes. Yeah, no, exactly. But also rent caps at that point, clearly. Like, you can't rent it for an absolutely ridiculous amount in general. Like, I think that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, I could get behind that. We just do the tax stuff to get the money back. I get no money back. They tell me, no, wait, pay more. But that's streamer life, you know, what do you do? Upkeeping the place would be on the shoulders of people living there to avoid situations in which places are ruined because people just don't care. Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely, Reggie. Good spitballing. My entire world is swaying slowly right now after spending almost 10 hours on a boat due to scuba diving. But you had fun! Right? Our work already pays the tax monthly. Yeah, so does Nick's, and I'm jealous. I wish Twitch and YouTube would take it out of our paycheck in general, but... So, honestly, Chase, sometimes I just forget English. Being bilingual is weird. The fact that people have to go through the experience of paying taxes already makes it a bad system. You should not get money on your account that you have to pay back afterwards. I think, and honestly, most countries know exactly how much taxes you need to be paying, but they make you do it so that if you do it wrong, you have to pay more. What the hell? Is healthcare very expensive in Canada? It's not. It's not really. But in America it is. And honestly, Unknown, I prefer Dutch healthcare. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Canada. I really prefer Dutch healthcare. 60 euros is what I pay for the psychiatrist when I have a consultation. They fix my bracers for it. I pay $10 for half a year worth of insulin and nothing for the blood glucose sensors. Social healthcare is bad. Yeah, they always yell about like, oh, how much more our taxes will go up, but like spread out? Not really. I know, Reggie, but oh, was the other part as well? Okay, I didn't know the second one was as well. Gotcha. Yes, agree, Daniel. Agree. Bit like me today, someone tried to approach me in the mall to talk about donating monthly to something and I said no in English instead of Finnish. Oh god. See, I don't do that anymore. I don't donate, like, because I did that once. Proefdiervrij. They approached me and I was like, yeah, I want to help animals. And they do not leave me alone anymore. Like, once I was like, okay, I have no money, so I can't for this month. So I just cancelled it. They won't leave me alone. So if I want to donate to a charity at this point, I literally just directly donate a bunch and then leave. And that's it. Taxes here are automatically calculated after you submit your income and you only have a double check. Have to double check to make sure no mistakes are made. See, that's perfect. That's perfect. But even then, as a Twitch streamer, that's still awful because there are some months. Don't freak out, but there are months where I only make like 1,000 USD. And there are other months where I make maybe 2.5, maybe 3K. So I can't tell a person how much I make. I can't. It's impossible because it's different every month. So the Dutch healthcare system can't hold if we keep spending 3+ million to have people live 1 week longer. I don't know what that's about. Listen, I've not been in the Netherlands for like over a year at this point, so let me go talk to Satila Shan. I finally made it to the end of the chat. I can skip you for a while, don't worry, Satila. I'm so sorry. This time I won't let you log off. Maybe.
On Odessan light and dark.
Or did we?
I don't chase the.
Okay, these are the things that here. This is where we were. Even in death, you're armored.
Nothing can hurt you now. All that armor.
Take it off.
I appear to you as I wish to be remembered.
Oh, come on, take your armor off.
A simple. After my defeat,
disappointing.
I sought an ally to make things right again. But only one in all the galaxy was my equal. We met on this world. We argued, explored, and found an understanding.
Darth Mars is the man I love.
We now pass that knowledge
really.
to you.
He's a fantastic, fantastic person in general. As someone who is studying to become a pharmacy tech, I can agree that health system can be stingy. In Canada? Because, like, really, yeah. Isn't it legal to choose medically assisted death in the Netherlands, or am I confusing it with another country? It is, because that's what my mother chose as well. If there is nothing but pain in your future, then you have to obviously go through a bunch of paperwork, but yeah. You can. And before another wall of text comes up at this exact point. I'm keeping up, it's fine. She looks very fat face than I remember from our old model. I think it's because of her hairstyle that does that. I don't trust either of you. No, I love Mar.
The Jedi and Sith have found a way to work together. I want to know how.
No one is more surprised than I am to be here in this moment. But I trust the will of the Force.
We do not offer empty platitudes. We do not promise easy victory.
I am so
All
curious.
we ask is that you listen with an open mind and learn from our failures.
To forge the future, you must first break with the past. Victory over Arkan requires new perspectives and new weapons.
Follow the will of the Force into the wilderness beyond this camp. Find what we left for you and meet us in the cave.
I'm so curious what Darth Maul looks like under his helmet. I'm sorry, I really am. I really am. Another unpopular opinion. Feels strange living in any country where tax money is divided. Like 20% to doctors and medical research, 80% to government officials. Really? I don't know where you live, so I can't really. I work in pharma and keep being baffled by the prices.
Be conquered through passion or righteousness. He has emptied himself of weaknesses, like sentiment and morality.
I really like his voice too. Wait, come back and die. The price of simple screws being 40 euros, and here we wonder why medication is expensive. Wait, why is it 40 euros? I like Bastila better, just because she was angry at me all the time. Chocolate box I got is so big. You deserve it! Oh, that's 2 of them. I see. You can get out of here, you! Is the Revan story arc in SWTOR any good, or did they screw it up? I liked it, but I don't, coming from KOTOR, where it is Revan, but you don't get that much out of it. It's more like he's there, and you meet him. Like the first Revan, like the way Revan works is that, oh, actually, do you mind spoilers unknown? Because in that case, if you mind spoilers, then I can't tell you, but I live in Russia. Ah. Fair enough. I just did what I thought was right. Well, you always do the right thing, so that makes a lot of sense.
I went to Zakul in secret to see the Eternal Throne myself. I still bear the scars of that journey.
She already told me this. She just told me for the second time. Why? Can I just... Oh no, that's a terrible idea. Let's not do that. So, the whole deal with him is that Revan split into a dark side and a light side. And the light side is a force ghost at that point and kind of talks to you. And the dark side Revan is the guy who tries to lure the Emperor, and the Emperor is Vakorian, who we're dealing with right now. He tries to lure an older Emperor so he can beat him and get rid of him for good. And Lightside Revan says that's a terrible idea, and he was right. And then when you meet, you fight, and then they merge again. But we haven't really seen him after that, and that's really all he does. It's not like you're really going on an adventure with Revan or meet any of the characters surrounding him. It's really just that. And then Vakorian comes back, obviously, possesses a new body, and makes Zakul. So maybe we'll get more Revan afterwards, but I don't know. I assume that we would, given that he was just reformed. She's afraid your memory is fuzzy. Well, she's not wrong. Because, yes. And you need to go to government validation again? I think there's a lot of paperwork that doesn't need to be happening, right? I live in Canada, so medication's cheaper. Have to dispense generic instead of brand if possible, but there's also just so much paperwork for getting money from the government and helping patients, which can be good and bad. That makes sense. In the Netherlands, you think we mostly have the same thing in that sense, because whenever I got to pick up a new pill, every so often she'd be like, oh, well, there's a new brand we're using, it's the same one, but cheaper, so... Actually, let's just sit down, stalker boys. Almost done sewing my backpack and my jeans vest, and it's not centered. Well, you've been doing this constantly at this point, so why not sew it again? I'm sorry, Stanch. My first reaction in 2012 when I found out Revan was in SWTOR was like, holy shit. Yeah, it's not as deep as you might think, unfortunately. Sometimes I feel like I can come to any European country, show my diploma as my CV, say I live in Russia, and they'd be like, fair enough, come on in. How so? Is it that stringent? Ah, oh, we can jump like that. Can I jump from here? Yes, I can. Oh, wow. I am amazing.
Your enemy stole his empire through deceit and murder. He's accustomed to the dark. You must strike where he's blind. From within.
I guess Attila just comes with me at that point and then disappears immediately. The Lord of the Rings MMO got cancelled? Yeah, I heard about that a while ago. We don't need another MMO, let's be honest. The Emperor is still not dead in the SWTOR storyline? No, he was dead. He was killed, but then he wasn't killed. You know, he was still, like, there. If that makes sense. Like, like a Force ghost, he still existed, and then he inhabited a new body. And it's like, I don't think it's even... Like, there's several different emperors available in this storyline. I don't know how medication pricing is made in other countries, but in North America, a lot of medications are really pricey just because of the massive amount of funding required to validate potential drugs through clinical trials. I mean, it's good to test your medicine, I think, but maybe not for millions. That's the thing. I feel like a lot of the times we put prices on things that don't need that to be that expensive. We overprice. If that makes sense. Oh, Stange. Do you at least enjoy the sewing? At the very end of the current story, there was a new segment called Echoes of Oblivion. Is that about Revan, or...? Oh, Lutza. Did you have a good nap, buddy? At least we have all these new abilities now that we don't use. Young, neutral creatures within 10 meters can be tamed to follow you and help you in combat. I'm gonna go get a young, neutral creature. They're so weak! Healthcare here is affordable if you choose to go to a government-run polyclinic, but the waiting time is murderous. Yeah, I think that's something I hear for most times where they're talking about healthcare in general, is that money will buy you time, basically. I should probably get some health insurance, but another expense and it doesn't work everywhere? I guess I can't have you, can I? Or... Aww. Like in the Netherlands, you have to be insured. Like if you're not insured, that's
enough to defeat Arkan. His eternal
illegal.
Throne and the fleet it commands are the greatest threats our galaxy has ever faced.
If it goes the way I want to, which it does not at the moment. Good thing I used a thicker thread so I can salvage that and not throw everything away. You'll have to show us the end result at least. Once we get there. Look at this big boy! I'm gonna take your son. Come, son. Leave the young ones alone, said no Anakin Skywalker ever. They're not even mad about it. They're not even mad about me taking their son. I'm keeping it, I hope you know that. Did I just try to shoot my own boy? No, okay. I was gonna say, that's my son now. Are you here? Are you in the crystals? The crystals are the point, maybe? I guess. I'd love to see something good based on Lord of the Rings, but the chances are more skewed in the favor of getting something mediocre or straight up bad. Yeah, no, absolutely. You know what? I actually liked Shadow of War. I liked Shadow of War. I thought that was a very entertaining game. I didn't like what they did with the loot boxes, obviously.
The Sith Code teaches us to break our chains, but freedom is not your ultimate goal. You must anchor yourself to power. When Arkan lies defeated, your destiny is to take the eternal throne.
Unlimited power!
Will lead only into chaos.
Oh, stop it, you. You all will understand everything regarding Valkorion. Looking forward to it. I have to have insurance for my car. We have to, if you have a car and you want to drive it, you have to have insurance for that too. But also you have to have health insurance, which is largely how the Netherlands pays for their healthcare system, so. I believe in you, Sanch. Still no flying mounts in SWTOR? Unfortunately not. I too would have liked flying mounts, especially some of those manta rays. They look really neat. Last thing I enjoyed from Lord of the Rings was Battle for Middle-earth. I mean, there are a bunch of things. Well, the last thing I technically enjoyed, I guess, is I have a book. A book that talks about the influences Tolkien took from mythology in general. And there's a lot of Irish lore in there, actually, which I look forward to finishing. when I have a little bit more time. Which should be soon. I'm gonna hiccup for days. Excuse me. Is the spaceship combat expansion still a thing in SWTOR, or is it dead? There is a spaceship combat thing. I have never touched it personally. It didn't look necessarily appealing. The speeders are technically flying. Hovering. Hovering. It doesn't count. We don't accept that.
And we must follow. The old ways aren't enough. We'll show you the new way.
My son will beat you to death slowly. Clips taken out of context. I want to visit Ireland. I do too. I absolutely... If I ever go to Ireland, I'm going to make a video about it. I don't know what about yet, but it's going to be a video. Still a thing. Lots of people do it for the daily, weekly. I don't enjoy it though. Yeah, it just never looked appealing to me, I'm going to say, Gibbs. Just yet another one of those systems. Are all your hospitals in the Netherlands private? Because I don't think here insurance works in public hospitals because they're essentially free. That I do not know. I'd have to ask my cousin, because he's actually a doctor. I actually don't know. Flock meetup in Ireland? We're gonna have a flock meetup a little bit closer to home first. We're probably gonna just have one in the Netherlands or in Germany at some point, because honestly, so much of the flock is German. I might as well. And like, I was gonna go to the Netherlands either way, because I haven't seen my family in over a year. And like, I'm an aunt now, my brother has a child. I would like to see them. Where's my son? Oh, come here, son. I'm traveling all over the world. You better. Wait. Oh, I'm slowed. Who's fighting me? Oh, you're fighting me. Oh, whoops. I am so sorry. I did not mean to murder you here. I promise. This was completely by accident. So sorry. So sorry. Countries are weird. Hella weird.
I dismissed the Jedi Code. I was wrong. There is no death. There is only the Force. And it has a plan. The will of the Force is a flowing current. You can follow or fight it.
Wait, Shadow of...
But it is always there.
Was Shadow of War the first one or the second one? Because I will always forget. The one with the loot boxes I liked less. Is that the one you liked more? Because yes, I did really, really, really like the gameplay. But also I thought the story was like, nice enough. War was the second? Okay, yeah, okay, that one I didn't like that much. I like the first one the most. And here I am, one of the few, if not only Asian, hoping for a flock meetup in Asia sometimes. How many hours is Japan from where you are? My dream is to one day go to Japan and have like a week-long vacation in Japan. That has been my dream since I was a little girl. I really, really, really want to go to Japan. Which is also partially why I'm trying to learn Japanese right now a little bit, because... But yes. I barely have money for the rest of Europe. Oh, Reggie. No, but that would be the Asian meetup at that point. I mean... we can save enough so that I can help sponsor you. It's okay. Do you not want to go to Japan, Reggie? Do you not want to go? I really want to go to Japan. But yeah, we'll have a flock meet in Germany too. Deutschland! Scheiße, ja! I want to stay and talk about healthcare, but I gotta do my next 2 exams. Good luck, Danny! As they say in the theater world, toy, toy, toy. You got this. Don't break a leg, though. That's painful. Don't do that. It's a 7-hour flight from Singapore. Dang it! Okay, there will be several more countries. To be fair, I kind of want to visit Singapore after everything you've talked about, too, so... Like, in general. For the sushi! For the sushi, I guess I could go there, too. I failed at learning Japanese, though. I'm gonna do it, Phelan. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna learn by watching all my favorite anime without subtitles. Oh god, it's gonna be a disaster. I have to be in the Asian meetup. You do, Reggie. Okay. We will sponsor both of us. A donation goal for Reggie and Jinzi take Japan. You would be okay not knowing hardly any Japanese in Tokyo? The thing is, I don't want to only rely on English. Also just because I feel extremely rude. Whenever I go to a different country, generally I will try to at least learn some of the basics of the language because I just feel so rude. If I'm like, oh, here comes the tourist who only knows English and Dutch, la-di-da, like, I just feel mean. I feel like I should be able to say a few things at least. Language-wise, Singapore would be good since almost all of us speak English. English is native. Oh, I did not actually know that. Alright, fair enough. Then we can have a Singapore meetup, Kaisa. You can show me the sushi restaurants. I'm back from Din Din, and Din Din turned into an argument with my dad. Big yikes. Huge yikes. It's okay. Your dad does not exist in my chats. Here we only have vibes.
Catch you later.
Oh no! The location scared my pet away! What? Aw. One thing you need to learn if you go to Japan is know what symbol stands for male or female when you need to go to the toilets. I bet unknown, but no, I'm learning the alphabet. The alphabet? I'm learning all the symbols first. And then I'm gonna learn what words are. Reggie actually made me a whole, like, little, like, learning environment online, which I'm going to use. And now that I've dropped my 10-minute reviews on YouTube, and I went back to just bi-weekly. Hopefully I'll have some time. 150 per plate! Salivating. Seriously. I'll drive over with my car and pick you up. This is really long. Don't know, will be like 25k. No, see, actually, Japan has gotten a lot cheaper, as far as I know. Don't pin me down on this because I haven't actually looked and compared prices, but from what I've heard, like there were articles about this before, is that Japan is actually a lot more affordable for tourists now. I mean, if y'all want to come with, I'm just saying. Singapore is a lot of fun too. Have you been to Singapore? Singapore to Amsterdam is 12 hours. I actually don't know. How long is it from Canada? Let's see. Toronto to Singapore. Flight time. Oh my god! 21 hours?! Yo. 21 hours? You think 12 hours is a lot, Energizer? You think 12 hours is a lot? You want to talk to my 21 hours? Do you want to talk about it? Oh my god. Oh, I don't know that I could manage. I might have to do like a stop in the middle. Dear Lord. Speaking of second languages, does anyone know a good resource to start learning Spanish? Look, I'm gonna bring up Duolingo, but only use it as like a game on the side. Because Duolingo is actually not that good. It's kind of meh. Simple kanji may be more useful than hiragana and katakana. You learn both as far as I know. I think katakana... Reggie, please correct me if I'm wrong. I think katakana was the Chinese-based symbols that you don't really need to learn yet when you start. Please correct me if I am wrong. Kanji is the Chinese. Okay. So then that one I'm actually not learning for a while. For quite a while. Just in general. Flight tickets to Hawaii is also not that bad. Price-wise, or... I lived in both Singapore and Tokyo. Both are wonderful for different reasons. Like, I would just like to travel in general, but Japan has just been a dream since I was just a small girl. But it's always been way too expensive. If you've lived in Tokyo, so you probably know Tokyo is pretty expensive in general. Duolingo is pretty good for practice. It's like a side thing that you want to use, but definitely don't base it on it because, like, I checked out the Dutch Duolingo, and it's kind of garbage. I'm sorry, it's kind of garbage. I don't know if I'm correct, but I believe that people in Japan know English very well, but they're just bad at grammar. A tip would be just speaking separate words to make them understand instead of sentences. Yeah, but I also just want to talk Japanese to them. And they're probably going to laugh at me, which is totally fine. but I want to. I want to do the thing. Katakana is foreign-inspired words. Yeah. So, wait, so there's another one then. Isn't there another one? Hiragana is what I'm learning right now. Like, Hiragana is for native words. It's a lot. I know most of the alphabet now. But grammar is gonna kick me in the nads if I had any, for sure. Price-wise, yeah, but they're a lot, but not compared to before. Yeah, I think traveling in general is maybe a little bit cheaper because of everything that happens, you know, paninis and all that. Stay away from Duolingo Rosetta Stone. Yeah, they're just not... Pimsleur? Hold on, let me write that down. Hold on. Because I'm gonna use Reggie's... So, Reggie, as you can see, does some Japanese also, and she has kindly set up a site for me with like some lessons. So after I get through learning all of the symbols, I'm gonna go to her site and do that first. See, I know all of the symbols that she just typed out, and that just makes me proud of myself as a person. Pimsleur also sounds really weird when I say it in Dutch. I don't know. It does. Thinking about learning Dutch by watching Adventure Time in Dutch? Do it! Honestly, Sandy, I only know English. I say this every time. I know English because I wanted to play Zelda. Zelda wasn't available in Dutch, so I played Zelda in English. And now I speak English. That's it. I learned most of my German from watching Kommissar Rex in German. That's it. It means good evening, and it's hiragana. See, I don't know what words mean, but I know the symbols. I just don't know what it means. Like, as a word. But thank you. And good evening to you. We've played very little SWTOR today. We've talked a lot. We have done a lot of talking. I am very sorry for everybody who was just here to watch the DLC. I apologize. I know my English from WatchMojo and video games. WatchMojo. That used to be recommended to me all the time.
Tick tock, tick.
Ah, her again.
Tock.
Come on, what?
Do you believe in the future?
Yes, and you aren't in it.
I have a future, Valen, but you don't.
She's not really here.
I like it.
I don't think she's really here. How dare you be an interactive streamer? I just want to talk to my people. Are you immune or what is this? Oh no, I just do no damage. Understandable. And have a nice day.
My brother will have your head.
Doubt. Do you mind? Didn't even keybind that one. Wait, why do you absorb things? Stop it. Actually, don't I have an ability for that?
You're winning. I love it.
I am winning! Shut up! Understandable, have a great day. Like, she's so extra, I can't. Okay, well I have nothing for this now. It's a 1-minute cooldown, lady, leave me alone. Look at her, flexing all her force powers on me? Unbelievable. I mean, WatchMojo just kind of regurgitates the same info all the time, so I stopped watching them. But there's YouTube videos like that have helped for sure. Are you dead yet? You should be. She's only like a regular star, so I feel like she can't be the real one. Right? She can't be the real one. I have a proc. Leave me alone, lady.
I'll see you again.
In hell.
Every time you close your eyes.
What a strange thing to just say to a person. Okay, well she's dead. She is dead. I got a little better in English when I first moved here from China. Oh, sorry, that chat went too fast. As a kid from watching English cartoons. Like, if you're having fun listening to a language, it's much easier to know things. Ich würde gerne Niederländisch können. Sie ist wie ein Mischung aus English and Dutch.
No, that was merely a warning, a vision.
Don't learn English, Dutch.
But Valkorian's power lets you glimpse through
Dutch is a terrible language, trust me.
Behind Arkan stands Valen, and behind her, many others. They will all try to stop you.
They can try. She coming on to you, literally, Yogals?
Different war, a different enemy. It no longer serves you. It must change, as you
and
have.
What weapon? I have none.
Devices I found out there. I can build a new weapon with them.
You can?
Much more than that. A projection of your will.
Okay.
Wield it wisely, and you will unite the stars beneath your own banner.
We offer to add our strength to yours.
Absorb.
You must be the guiding hand. Focus the power and decide what form it takes.
More keep out? Imagine saying that. Imagine saying that. Imagine telling Darth Maul to get out. Well, okay. I don't think they'll laugh at you. People from Asian countries are pretty damn respectful of people trying to speak their languages, since often they're too shy to speak English just because of not speaking perfectly fluent. I think if you're bilingual, you don't really have that barrier anymore. If someone tries to speak Dutch, like, to me, like, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Came for Swodor, stayed for the talk. Well, thank you, Unknown. See, you're the type of person that I try to collect around me. At least that's what I take from people I know. It sounds honestly plausible. Oh, there went my chat again. Thanks for recommendations. I'm not familiar with any of these language resources. I didn't know Pimsleur either, Aries. It's gonna help me too. I've used Pimsleur for Japanese and learned much faster from it than other resources. It's mostly audio and kind of weaves words into increasingly complex sentences. Makes sense, actually. But at what cost? The method they use to weave the language works well, in my opinion. It's expensive, I believe, however. Oh, you have to pay for it. Oh, okay. I'll have to look into that. Lady, that's creepy. If they like me, they like me, right? Time for attempt 2 at suing the back patch. You got this, Stanch. I'm believing you. What I'm hearing is that viewing French as my nemesis that I must vanquish is a productive mindset. I would love to learn French, but I can't. I'm terrible at French. Ik spreek een beetje Nederlands. It's my most shameful secret. Why? If you already speak it, heck yeah, we can have a conversation, Sandy. That lady was smoking hot. Only afterwards. Only afterwards. See you, Unknown. Have a good one. I hope you grow a little bit further, since that you do not have to worry about finances as much. I will grow at the steadiest pace. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Let's begin.
I'm ready when you are.
I want you both inside of me. Shh. I don't actually know what we're doing right now. Ooh. I'm sorry. I had to. Come on, you would have made the joke too. You would have. I think I'd learn Spanish first. Albaniel, me, personally. So, no, don't take me to Horny Jail again. Spent the whole night there. Ooh, are we gonna make myself a lightsaber? I feel like Transcendence sounds like a DPS thing, because Focus on Resilience sounds like a tank. Focus on Sacrifice sounds like healing. Right? Or... I'm clearly not a healer. This part makes more sense as a Force user making a new lightsaber than it does a Blaster user. Yeah, it really does. Horny Jail's occupied by me. Permanently. Cool stuff, permanently. It's one of the countries I don't want to visit. You don't? Or... Oh no, I just read... For some reason, I read your name as don't, just off of it. I enjoy the food, the culture, the food, the history, the food, the architecture, and the wine. But oh dear God, I know a little bit of Spanish and Italian, and none of the vowels work like they should. I just, honestly, in France, I talk with my hands. In general, I talk with my hands a lot, but in France, even more so. If I had a stream, I'd violate 10 different terms of services within 10-20 minutes. There are people... You can just put it on plus 18, or 18 plus. That's a thing. You can do that. This weapon forging is kind of funny when you do it at a higher level and you have a way better weapon already. I might already have a better weapon either way. That's why you're Italian, Gen Z, the talking with the hands. Okay, I don't actually... I'm not doing it that badly. I think I don't do it that badly. It's funny, because Mumpao actually hosted an Italian guy after her stream at one point. And first of all, best accent in the world. But second of all, we agreed that talking with your hands is like the one thing that is extremely Italian. I'm going to focus on transcendence.
There's no limit I can't surpass.
There isn't. My stream is for mature audiences. I feel safer. I mean, but I also... Actually, Sandy, we were talking about this before. How old were you? Because I swear you were like 20 or even below. Because we were talking about who was like the youngest person in my chat. And I'm pretty sure it's you. Jinzy's real name is Jinsepe.
That weapon is
You are, right? No, I thought so too.
Face Arkan in battle, he will not be ready for it.
But violence can only destroy. It doesn't inspire others to greatness, and it can never rebuild. Only a leader can do that.
I'm not much of a leader, I'm sorry.
To be the unstoppable force between my people and the enemy. I faced Valkorion and
I am baby. Oh, you are baby.
That choice broke me and doomed the worlds I sought to defend.
I sent Jedi to fight an enemy I didn't understand because I believed in the justness of my cause.
Wow.
Those deaths still haunt me.
So they're all like, we messed up, fix it please.
Counted on us. We would spare you that pain.
I wasn't gonna do what you said anyway. I worked on Saturday? You did? I wasn't streaming on Saturday. It's fine. Was that when we had the Discord discussion? I think we might have had the Discord discussion back then, actually. My weekend went full of work, Ozzy. How did yours go? Next Monday, after the weekend, I'll be able to tell you that I didn't work all weekend, though, so... Haha. I feel old now. Don't, Kaisa. In 1 day less than a month, in 1 month, pretty much, I will be 31. So, I'm ancient. Don't you worry. I'm just saying. You better not. Don't stab me again, Reggie. Best roast I've heard recently was, Italians are savage. Imagine being pregnant for 9 months and then name your child Giuseppe. What's wrong with that name? No work for me unless you count house chores. They count a little bit. They have mini counts. But I take it you had a very restful weekend otherwise then, Elsie. Giuseppe, you're not that old. Cool wife is older. Well, you keep saying that, but in spirit, we are the same. Is that an actual name somebody gave a person? Oh my god! Was that the lady at the airport in the airplane? Absidy or something? They were like, oh no, their name is Absidy. Was it that person? Imagine! Like, they were just waiting for the moment that somebody was gonna make fun of them so they could sue them. They would. Good, Ozzy. I'm glad to hear it. 31 is not ancient? Unless. Nah, honestly, I make fun of myself a lot, but I've kind of dropped the idea that I'm old at 31. You know what? When I turn 40, I'm still not old. When I turn 50, I'm still not old. After that, I might start considering myself old, but not before that. It's a holiday in Massachusetts, so I'm technically still on my weekend. Nice. Very calm, mellow start of your week. I feel like life only really starts once you hit 30. Prior to that, most people are still just figuring things out. Like, yeah, the amount of mistakes I made in my 20s. Oof. Can't believe I'm turning 25. Our wholesome baby. She's turning so older now. In 11 months, I'll be an adult in the US. Do you want to be, though? Still better name. Okay, so Elvaniel, I still don't know how to pronounce that. Zay 13? Or 12, sorry? Zay 12? It looks so stupid. Elon can seriously go to hell and keep digging. 2 years until I get to level 30? It's okay. We'll be there to guide you. I feel young in my office and feel ancient when I visit my uni for reasons. That makes sense, actually. That makes sense. You always figure something out. It's true. We're learning every day. I'll turn level 30 next year. You're so young, Colsta's baby! Or no, he still can. Why run when you can ride? Facts. That's the Japanese woman's life. Looks the same as 20 to 50-year-old, then at 60 plus, they instantly become grandma. I mean, you know, at that point, that's okay. We start the next life. At that point, they become the wise old lady. I'm only baby in size, but not my age. You're still a little bit baby. Hello there, Gamma. Well, hello, Aussie land as well. This combo is making me feel old. I'm 42. Rest assured, Gamma, most people in my chat are around their 30s, at least. And actually, no one beats Wall. Wall is the flock grandfather, the most respectable office in the flock, and no one beats him. And I think he's probably also the best example in general of being young at heart, so it don't matter. And also cool stuff. If not baby, why baby-sized? Sorry, had to do it. I'm gonna have to do it. Can confirm Asian women are like that. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. Half Italian, half whatever the heck I am. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. Damn, I'm young. And Sandy is the small lady. Sandy is also a flock baby. And I still feel young, so the rest of you are fine. Exactly, exactly. Growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional. Facts. Not even a Loa can recover me from that bird. But also, you're very cute, Kulsta. If that helps. I'm sure your wife agrees. Your advice is helpful. Spare me your whining, but this isn't my first army.
I've been a leader before. I know what it takes to win a war.
But not to rebuild afterwards.
You have spent your life among mercenaries, fighting for honor or wealth.
Mostly wealth.
The people serving you now have far more complex motivations.
Yeah, one of them already yeeted himself out into the galaxy.
Is unlike anything you have done before. Directing the war effort is a mere fraction of the burden you must bear.
I still hope I can kill that guy soon.
Not only know when to fight, but when to retreat, or even to make peace with your foe.
It's different.
There is an oasis not far from this cave. Your final lesson waits there.
Yeah, I just made like the gnarliest looking gun. It doesn't even look good. Oh. Swedish, Finnish, and German, and will turn into a passive-aggressive, alcoholish, angry man. Fair enough. Yeah, no, this gun is not very good. But I appreciate that they're all like, yeah, this gun is gonna make it happen. This is the gun that will make you win. Disagree. Maybe you had a point earlier. Maybe a little bit pretty. Maybe you had a point. Oh wait, can I jump up? Yes, I can. Aha. Peter Pan syndrome. I feel like it's healthy to always keep at least a little bit of your inner child alive. I think if you kill your inner child, if you go full Anakin on them, you'll have less fun. Just factually, I think you'll have less fun in life. I already look old. I should take care of myself. You do not look old. But I think the number one thing that a lot of people... Okay. Tips with Jinzi. If you are going out in general, ever, and it doesn't have to be like in a very sunny day, you don't have to be going to the beach, but if you're going outside during the day, wear sunscreen. Wear sunscreen.
The Force is a paradox. It empowers and imprisons. It destroys and unites. It binds the galaxy together and tears people apart. It has a will, but needs a commander.
This man never stops talking, I swear. Anyway, yeah, wear sunscreen because the number one factor to ruining your skin is just sun. Just UV lighting. Which is why I'm always like, if you go to a tanning salon, I'm just like, are you sure? You sure you want to do that? Oh, you're not. I can't take you, can I? No, I can't. Why does he walk so slowly? Do you hit like a truck? Is that what this is? No, not really. Defeat the young... Oh, okay. I guess that was like a necessity. Looks like I'll be okay then. Like, I spent my entire life inside, so... You know, my ancestry is German, Polish, and Swedish, which means I'll turn paler and paler until I turn into a snowman. I am the palest, so don't worry. We match. Talking of sunscreen, I was looking at the pictures from our honeymoon and damn, I'm missing having beach vacations. Oh, cool stuff. As long as you wear sunscreen. Some days I'll pat myself on the back for brushing my teeth, much less putting anything on my skin. You should. Because honestly, for a lot of people, the smallest things are a victory. For some people that's getting out of bed. For some people that's brushing their teeth, washing their hair. Can be anything. Victory is victory. We'll take those. Ivory of skin the way my ancestors wanted it. I'm a ghost.
You killed her children. She will devour you as revenge.
Will she though? They attacked me first. You just teleported downstairs.
What hope do you have to escape such raw fury?
I have guns. Is there like a good option here? Try to calm the beast. I killed her children. I feel like standing my ground is probably the best one at that point. Unless you get like, if you do fight the beast, you get points. I don't know. If I get sunburned, I skip the looking like a cooked lobster part and go straight to a few shades darker part. I mean, that's better than being sunburned, right? Or have the right jeans. When I was younger, I often went outside in summer half naked at midday time and laid down the road and haven't got sunburned. Yeah, but it doesn't, like, you don't have to get sunburned to ruin, like, your skin. You don't. Because I mean, I feel like I rarely got sunburned as well, but just being in the sun, like, just having the UV light, it ages the skin. I know. I'm talking like an old woman right now. Vampiric, the best kind. I can get burnt near water, though. Weirdest thing, right? Because if you're underwater, somehow the UV... It goes extra, I guess, because it gets reflected by the water. I don't know how it works exactly, but it does. Hi, Artie. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello. How you doing? I think in general, jeans are like a big part of everything, let's be honest. I don't really use sunscreen. I've done days in the height of a Cypriot summer without burning. Yeah, but even if you don't, like, that's what I mean. Even if you don't burn. Because, like, I'm saying use sunscreen even if you just go, like, outside. You just go to a bar or whatever else. You do something outside. It will still help. You're not, yeah, exactly. Tan isn't good too. The damage is still there. Melanoma's no joke. Use sunscreen. Yeah. Like, there's a million different reasons, health-wise, to use sunscreen. But anyway, I'm saying use sunscreen. Because I've served my mandatory 2 years national service. Some weather are not meant for people to run around inside, and that's a fact. That's you playing a best in slot game like SWTOR, but right though? So many people just don't play it anymore for whatever reason. They need to come back and actually play the story. So, I'm doing great. How are you? Artie, we have just been sitting here talking. Like 90% of my stream has just been, I'm just sitting on my talking chair today. I can't help it, I'm sorry. UV light doesn't get so much split than the other light, so it can reach deeper as far as I can remember physics. I don't remember physics, so I'm glad you do. Melanoma is actually cumulative. Usually doctors talk about a sun credit. You only get to enjoy that much sun until you get skin cancer. Jesus, but yes, use sunscreen. Hi, Anne. Speaking of sunburns, Anne. And speaking of sunburns, how's your shoulder? How are you doing? How are you? How's your stomach? We're talking about, see, look at my face. Do you still feel bad about your tummy? I don't think so. I don't think so. I want to have a tan. Can we get a quick shout out for Anne? Anne also streams, and she burnt like so much Kit Kat in her last stream. She deserves it. She deserves it. Second attempt, crooked again. Stanch! What's happening, buddy? Guess I should find some sunscreen that smells better than the stuff I use when I go to the beach. I think a lot of sunscreen actually smells really nice. For some reason. Maybe because it reminds me of the beach. We love talking. We do though. We do. I should have gotten like an extra glass of water. I am Boo the Fool. I ran out of interest in the game after playing since 2011. That's fair. I mean, if you've already done all the story, then I can kind of get it, Fatal. But I really like the stories in here. I get the worst tanning when I scuba dive. The worst or the best, as long as you're using sunscreen. My stomach is still beautifully white. I'm glad to hear it. You're honestly, your stomach is like its own character at this point. Hi, Weasel. Hello, buddy. How you doing? Been a while. How you doing? How you doing? A tan on a Chinese is not desirable. Is it not? Am I extremely desirable because I have 0 tan? I don't know, man. That's for sure, since you're damaging your cells and you have to replace them. Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. What's up with my shoulders? You showed me your shoulder. No, okay, you didn't just show me your shoulder. I'm not that special. At the start, you were like, oh, I have a sunburn. But then you were like, never mind, it's turning brown. I'm busy for college. Oh, right. I guess you have final stage. Everybody's having exams left, right, and center. How is it going for you, Weasel? Are you doing really, really real? I bet. I'm going to say stand my ground. I'm going to stand my ground on this guy. Asian women frequently buy whitening creams? Ah, alright. I've heard of that. Oh, okay. He just runs off. Or she, I think, was like the mother. They just ran off because I was like, you want to fight me? You want to fight me? Come on. I stopped playing about 4 years ago. Oh, you might actually have new story content in that case, Fatal. You might have new story content. Is that one reason that pale means you're not working on the field so you're a good match? That was usually the case, I guess in Asian countries as well, but that was definitely the case for like France and stuff. You remember like the powdered wig ages? And everyone was like, oh, let me just make my face extra white. And then they were like, oh, I love tuberculosis because it makes me super pale, like that. We had like a whole deal. In the old days, probably. Nowadays, it's just a beauty standard. I don't get it, really. But okay, so I'm clearly I'm not Asian, but shut up! Don't say but. It's the worst thing. So I don't really get where it's coming from at this point, because in the West, I feel like a lot of the times a tan is desirable. Like in the West, I am very undesirable because I have 0 tan. I am the ghost. But then if I went to Asia, everyone would be like, well, that's very good for you. Good for you, girl. It's all good. If I can afford to go on trips with a friend while prepping for finals, the class is hella easy. Fair enough. Okay, at least no stress. That's good. No stress. I've seen those ads for whitening creams, something I don't get. I feel like whitening your skin artificially would also be bad for your skin? Am I wrong? Am I right? But it's the best thing. Fact. A fact we can agree on. Worth coming back to Soter for the story. It is. Yeah. Like, I'm obviously, once I'm done with the story, I'm gonna stop again for a while. But then if there's more story, I'm gonna come back. It's bloody hot here today, mates. It's actually, honestly, very mellow here, and I like it. But I can still wear the top that I'm wearing, and I'm totally fine. Time to move to Asia. I mean, I already moved once. Let's move again. Neck on vampires, pale, not very energetic, don't like sun, drink a lot. So me. But I drink a lot of water, so. Everyone just believes the grass is greener on the other side. Very much so, very much so. So any plans to move on to another MMO? Final Fantasy XIV is next. Weasel, oh my god, I've seen everybody enjoying the new patches, and I'm still 1 patch behind the current patch. I've been saving the main story and all like the side stuff. I've been saving it all. I have done the weapons, but still, I've saved it for stream. So once we're done with SWTOR, we're moving on to Final Fantasy. Not sure I'm a fan of the mockery of my accent. You don't like my accent? I didn't even actually know that that was your accent. So, you can't blame that on me. I've never heard you. Fun story when I started out on antidepressants. The pretzels! Oh, they made me extremely sensitive to sunlight, which resulted in me jogging exclusively at night. So you were a vampire, Sandy. You were a vampire. My wife used whitening cream until I forced her to stop. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very unhealthy. As a beauty standard, I think it's one of the most unhealthy ones. I stopped caring for the story after a few times I tried to get back into it. The new DLC stuff, though, like the one I'm playing right now, granted, I'm not playing a lot today, but this one is very cinematic, and it has Revan in it. I don't know if you played KOTOR, but Revan is in it, which is nice. It's so hot I'm tempted to buy crop tops for myself. Do it. Buy this one. Buy this one. I'll get a sponsorship. I keep saying that. This is actually from an Asian brand. This one right here, Asian brand. So, you know, small plug, I guess. Not my Revan. A Revan. No one's here for the games, they're here for you. Oh, you guys. I feel like the SWOTOR days, a lot of people are here for SWOTOR, and I'm disappointing them considerably. I feel like it's always the most desirable, which is the hardest to maintain. It is. In Europe, season only allow you to get tan for some months, and that's why a permanent tan is attractive, because it suggests having time to spend outside and traveling. That's true. I don't really like a tan on myself, mainly because my skin is very sensitive in general, so I don't do well for it. That was the reason I quit years ago. My guild fell apart, and as I hear, a lot of people quit because of that. Like, the reason I quit when it came out is because we cleared all the content. There was just no more content left. We just zoomed through it. It was done, and then we left. We can be matching. Respectfully, I think you may look better at it than I. No! Don't be silly. You won't know until you try it on. You won't know. We can all be matching. Yes! You know what? I'm gonna ask for the sponsorship, and y'all better buy the same crop top, and we can all just have a group photo. Let's go! And Shanna's just like, talk to me already. Please.
You created peace from a violent confrontation. Impressive.
By standing around.
Some believe you're destined to walk this path. Others think you make the choices that decide their fate.
You can make anything look good,
Your
Smelly.
alliance
You
will
can.
collapse if you do not know yourself and the ideal you serve. Do you understand?
I'm pretty random in most of my opinions here, but okay, sure, Mar. Why not? Doing a million sit-ups in preparation for this group photo. I am going to make sure that I have something of a six-pack. Coolsta actually sent me like a workout thing, so I'm gonna get a six-pack. I'm gonna do it. Does it have to be orange? Can I choose black? I don't think it's there in black. I think it's only available in orange. I'm sorry. I will buy the crop top you're wearing right now. Oh, it's one of those transactions. I see. You're allowed to buy it for double the price. Buy a flock uniform which consists of crop tops and no pants. What are pants? What is this thing you're talking about? Actually, if we were to do a flock uniform, I'd make it the uniform I wear during my streams or during my videos. The actual uniform. Let's go. Can I still wear my fanny pack? In fact, you have to wear your fanny pack. We're all adults here, exactly. Satila looks retired. She's had enough. She's been hanging out here with Darth Mar for like a year now. She's having great times. Great times. Orange is the new black. But literally. Clockwork Orange gang. No! No! Not like this. Pamela will guide us, Coolsta. Pamela will guide us, I believe. Is the problem with the game on release? Not enough endgame content? Yeah, and especially because so many people came over from World of Warcraft where we just clowned through the content in seconds. They didn't think we would. I swear they didn't think we would. That was their mistake. I need a six-pack until then. Then I look like grown-up Gone from Hunter x Hunter. I haven't watched it, but I think I've seen Gone. I'll wear my Witcher medallion. Yes. I'll wear my Witcher tattoo. I was gonna ask you where you got that coat you always wear in your vid. I linked it to somebody. Somebody else also asked this. Wait, didn't you ask this? No, you asked me about the circlet. Somebody else asked me where I got my coat, and I linked it to them. But the coat is no longer for sale because I actually, fun fact, I got the last one. The pants for the coat are for sale, which I might also buy to complete the set. We'll see. But it's called Lolita Wardrobe. The site I got it from? Lolita Wardrobe. Like that. They have a lot of really, really cool stuff. I bought all the coats. There was one coat. I took that one coat. There was also a white one that I really liked. It was like the same coat but in white, but you know. I'm unlucky in that I need single-digit body fat percentage for my abs to look good and defined, and what I need for that is sad. Whereas my other friend has a visible six-pack at like 15% because she just doesn't have fat on her tummy. It's all on her butt. That's kind of my deal. Like, okay, you can't really see it, but like, I feel like it's already reasonably defined. And I don't have a six-pack. I have never like done any kind of training. Yeah, and okay, so Lolita is really just a clothing style, cool style. It's not like that. It is not like that. Do you guys ever chat with other players while raiding? I actually don't raid in this game, but I want to do at least pickups in Final Fantasy XIV. I just did one with Final Fantasy XIV players and they thought I was a bot since I wasn't replying. I had that a few times as well, but not actually in raids. Not in raids. So, yeah. I have a slight six-pack mainly due to how skinny I am. I mean, that counts. Satila was like 40 plus at the start of SWTOR. The story from the start of the Zakuul arc apparently was 5 years in game. Yeah, she's just done. She's done with it. Honestly. Okay. My will is all that matters. No. I'll defend the Empire. I don't care about the Empire either, so I guess we're gonna say Destiny guides me?
Whatever fate has in store for me and the Alliance.
We'll do that?
I'm ready.
Your way is clear. And so is ours. Do you feel it, Mar? The Force draws us.
You're leaving me again?
The exile on Odessa is over.
Oh, Mar,
A
buddy.
new path is opened, thanks to you. Our duty is to follow it.
No! Kill Satila Shan? Why is this an option? Why is this an option? That is the darkest option. That is the darkest option. Imagine. I'm not actually gonna kill her. Like, I like her. But imagine. Imagine. I'm 100% certified beanbag. So, cozy and fluffy. Rip Darth Mar. He's been dead for a while, this poor dude. I had 6-packs from 14 till 18 when I was swimming regularly. I tried to get the body back, but on time, I know. If I could swim every day, I would. But, I shan't. I'm not gonna kill her. Are you kidding me? I found a guild and started doing ops again. Got back to tanking. It's really good fun. Also, could do the 2 ops that were new for me. Fair enough. No, my alliance needs you.
Nothing's more important than staying to help me defeat Arkin.
Why is that even an
Our
option,
time
right?
is past. This is your war to fight. Trust in the path ahead. The Alliance awaits its commander. Farewell.
It'd be so funny if you kill her and she becomes a Force ghost and comes back to haunt you. Yeah, I don't know what reason I could possibly have to kill her. Like, there's just no point. When we were having a lecture about body fat, our professor even said that due to gender-specific fat deposition, it is harder for men to get a 6-pack because they primarily store fat around the belly. While for women, a 6-pack for women is an optimal body fat indicator because most of it goes into hips and butt. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to get a 6-pack real quick. I'm not bonking the old lady. I have a swimming pool in my condo and I'm too lazy to go swim. Kaisa, how dare you? You hurt me. You wound me. The game doesn't even let you do it. Really? So what happens? What happens if you click it? Does she just bonk you on the head? A Sith warrior or crazy Sith sorcerer? My Inquisitor would kill her in a heartbeat. My Inquisitor would absolutely end her, and then my Inquisitor would also try to absorb Darth Mar to control him as one of my Force ghosts. Because my Inquisitor is just kind of like that. Oh, Reggie, it's okay. I will teach you to swim. I feel like you've heard that like a million times already. Can't wait for HRT to take away my beanbag bod. We're gonna do the 6-pack routine together. So we can be 6-pack friends. Your screen turns back and she says, "It's not my time yet," and she disappears. That's cheeky. That is extremely cheeky. Okay, I expected at least like she would throw me backwards or something, where it's like, "Oh, don't you dare." My offer still stands that I can try to give you swimming lessons if you want. We'll go together. And actually, Reggie, you learn to swim in parts where you can stand, so it's totally fine. It's fine. You're a really, Golsta? Dang, okay. I retreat. Once traveled to my friend's condo to swim. You have one of your own. You don't know what's down there. This is why I don't go to dark water. Reggie, I don't. You'd kill Quinn the traitor in a heartbeat? That's different. That's different. I mean, Quinn is like... If Quinn shows up, he dies. He's not even the guy who betrayed me. Malavai Quinn did not betray me, my bounty hunter, but if I find Quinn... If Quinn ever shows up in this DLC, I'm going to butcher him on the spot. The other person that I also will absolutely kill, like I already killed one companion. I killed that one guy, I don't remember his name. I think he was a trooper companion, that guy I killed. But if Skadge shows up, he dies. He dies a horrible, horrible death. And that's... I got what you mean, don't worry, Eric. I got what you mean. My job here is done. She would be like that, but you didn't do anything. Does the game also write, Satila will remember that when you try to kill her? Which doesn't even mean anything, I swear. Cool set of swim drill. Yeah, she would be. She would be. I scuba dive, can confirm, have seen Cthulhu. At least his tentacles were tentacularly relatives. See, I could never scuba dive because I'm just too scared. Like, I can't play Subnautica because I see the darkness and I hear the sounds and I can't go there because I'm too freaked out. I tried once and I literally started crying and stopped. My swimming style is like that of a brick. But that's still swimming. It counts. I drilled young kids. Okay, first of all, Coolsta, do you want to rephrase that? When they were nasty to me, I let them swim and not go into the warm baby pool at the end. Probably deserved. Tanovic, yeah, he died. I killed him. Because he deserved it. Swimming in lakes is scary with all the water currents. It can sometimes be dangerous. I almost drowned in a lake because of that. There's a fun story time with Jinzi. We had a lake called Galdesemeer. If anyone's Dutch, you might know it. Galdesemeer is like a... It's like a... They dug it out, so it's like an artificial one, technically. It's where they went to steal the sand. But it's super, 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 super deep because of that. And we were like, hey, I'm gonna take the boats and I'm gonna boat on the lake. It's like one of those little inflatable boats, and I'm not very strong, especially not then, because I was a kid. And I went into the water. It's like casually paddling. Except then I got stuck in the current. And I lost my oars. They just got pulled straight out. Even worse, the oar rings, I saw them sink to the bottom. And I mean, this was like, it was completely dark. Darkness, nothing but darkness beneath me, because I was like on the middle of the lake. So I freaked out. Me, Jinzi, freaking out in the middle of the lake, kid Jinzi, decides to dive after the rings. Obviously couldn't get them, because dang, those are heavy, and they sank like a brick. So I swim back up, and don't ask me how this happened. Current, probably combined with my stress and complete panic. I flipped the boats. And it lands, it's like a bigger, heavier boat, so it lands directly on my head and bonks me down into the water again. Not everyone does this, but I close my eyes when I go swimming underwater because I can't swim with water in my eyes. So I'm like, oh, no problem. I will swim back up with my eyes closed. No. Jinzi did not swim to the top. Jinzi, because she couldn't see where she was going, started swimming towards the bottom. And I only started noticing this when I decided that it was getting really, really cold. And I was running out of breath. So I open my eyes for like split seconds to see the light above me, and I panic swim to the top, and I'm completely out of breath. I straight up nearly drowned. I just straight up nearly drowned myself. So that was fun. And even worse, there were adults around me. I was not even alone, but there were adults around me. And I got to the top, and I'm just like clawing onto the boat, trying to get like a little bit of breath back. And I'm like hyperventilating like mad. And it's just like, there's this, I'm gonna call her a Karen because I'm still mad about it. If I was older, I'd be so mad. But there's just a Karen on like a swimming board next to me, just completely unbothered. And I completely out of breath go, can you help me flip the boats? And she's just like, kind of like limply like goes like this. That's all she does. And I can't even climb into the boat. I am so exhausted, and I am too scared because I feel like I'll flip the boat again. Because that's what happened the first time. So I don't want to flip the boat again, so I'm just hanging on the boat. And I look behind me, and I just see my mom just waving and screaming, and my dad galloping along the side of the lake towards me. Anyway, that was a fun experience to have. I had so much fun. Having dived in strong currents, it is not something I would attempt without scuba gear, and I never dove again. I remember your Subnautica stream. You were scared off the map? Nope. I was never able to climb that surface when I played. I wanted to stay on the island, honestly. That's a very unfortunate series of events. Clearly. But I was like, what was I? Like 12 or 13? Like I was a small child. I don't know. Survival instinct of a lemming, clearly. Whirlpools are a thing. Almost got caught in one. The tree pulled down a few meters underwater, totally unprepared. Alvaniel, Jesus, oh my... Oh, the panic. I can feel the panic from like just from reading that, I'm panicked. Even in perfectly calm conditions, panic will kill you. Oh yeah. I think we almost lost our mama bird. I was very close. Like, to the point where I was just seeing spots in front of my eyes. I was terrified. Jesus. Anyway. I lived to tell the tale, so it's okay. Okay, you know what? We are gonna go walk to the war room manually, because last time I obviously screwed it up. I screwed it up and then I got stuck in a cutscene. Oh! Yeah, okay, glad I did that.
The all clear. We're entering sub-level 4.
5x5, Major. Transmitting optimal path to the next security checkpoint.
Try not to shoot everything this time. There are only so many storage lockers to put Skytroopers
Well, that's half the challenge. What kind of Sith are you?
I've identified the
See why I like
relay
him?
station's weak points.
I like him.
Demolition charges at each one will maximize the blast radius.
You
Hey,
want to destroy
homie.
our best
Welcome
chance
in,
to take
homie.
control of the Eternal Fleet? Unbelievable. I feel my IQ dropping just hearing you talk.
Your mission's complete. Get off this channel. And my planet.
Honestly, I think destroying it is still the best choice, because if it's still there, then they could take control back. If it's destroyed, then it's just off the map, right? It's just better. There's a parallel universe where Jinzi's dead and I'm a big hairy man. We don't talk about that parallel universe. We deleted it. We deleted it. I remember seeing a body floating on the pool when I was a kid while I was taking swimming classes. Oh my god. Did they actually die? Did you see corpse weasel? Jesus. Why, thank you, homie. I really love this outfit. And it's the first one I got. Code gave this to me, so you did. Oh my god. In a pool as well. Did they not have like pool guards? Inconceivable. Don't distract Major Jorgen. No one saw me enter, really?
If I were an assassin droid, you'd all be dead.
Where the blazes have you been?
Well, long story. It's a long story.
Valkorion dragged me into the wilderness and almost killed me.
Very long
He
story.
left my mind to go somewhere else. He wouldn't say. Satil Shan and the ghost of Darth Mar have been here on Odessen the whole time.
Theron Shan seems unusually interested.
My mother's here.
Wait, that's his mom?
Darth Mar?
Hold
Not
up!
anymore. They left on some other mission, but not before revealing what it'll take to stop our.
You can't just drop a bomb on me like that.
That's an awful lie.
Did I miss this the whole time?
It must be true.
Did
Hold
I
up,
just?
We've got trouble. A dozen knights coming behind us.
I'm so confused right now.
Someone found your mess on level 19.
If that was true, there'd be twice as many.
I didn't make that connection.
Major, come in. We've lost the signal.
We could salvage the mission if we send our backup.
No.
She isn't backup. She's
How
collateral
did
damage.
I never
I'd
make that
rather ask
connection?
forgiveness than permission, but I don't need either of them. I'm halfway through level 10.
I am very
Consider the
smart.
mission complete.
I promise. Hi, Patrick. Welcome in. How you doing? Next, you tell me he's related to Bus. I hate it here. How did I not notice this? How did I not? Listen, I'm Imperial. I can't help it. Thank you very much for that sub potato. Thank you for using your Prime here, you fantastic human being. I appreciate you. Then happy emote using and my general confusion with things. Also, you can now experience that in HD color. I'm an Imperial. That's my excuse. I'm an Imperial. I don't care about all these weird Republic individuals. I feel so bad now. How did I not notice that? There are a lot of random one-syllable parts in Star Wars characters' names, right? You can add dream in color. We're not bringing that back, how dare you? It's nearly as bad as my school teacher not realizing that me and my brother were siblings. Maybe you're just having like really common surnames. Have a good one, Elsie, and sleep well when you go. Kind of boggles my mind how a Jedi would go about having offspring. They're not really allowed, are they? I mean, proceed with caution, buddy.
Understood and approved. Do whatever you have to.
Always do. Oh, look. Things to shoot. Be seeing you.
She likes shooting. We can trust her on shooting. Revan and Bastila aren't your regular Jedi. That's true. That's true. I think it's kind of funny that we never really hear about the Force meditation thing. Oh, what was it called again? Bastila's whole deal. Like, the reason people want her. Because I never hear about that again. It's not the Jedi Order of the prequel era. That's true. Battle meditation. Thank you. Like, we never hear about that again. For some reason.
Everything within a kilometer of the spire has been locked down. No signal gets in or out of that zone.
I warned you that
Battle
Gemini
medication.
frequency mission was dangerous. If they're alive, it won't be for much longer.
I should go
The
extract them.
gravestone could take the enemy by surprise. Buy me enough time to get our people out of the spire.
Too much remains unknown, and the enemy has had time to prepare its defense. We cannot risk any rescue operation.
I'll alert you the moment I hear anything, but until then, we're just wasting time here.
He still likes
We
what
can
I
all
said.
use a
It's
break
fine.
to regroup. That includes you, Theron.
I'm too tired to argue. Oh, almost forgot. Hylo Viz asked to see you, Commander. Wouldn't say why, but it sounded important.
Isn't it always? He really is a very handsome man, isn't he? I actually like Theron as a character. I'm kind of sad we don't see more of him. But yeah. We'll call it a draw. You haven't got any legs! Battle meditation's mentioned in some of the EU stuff, but rarely talked about. I feel like maybe that's because it's a little bit too overpowered in general, right? Because battle meditation... What did it do again? Doesn't it allow you to just completely see your enemy's strategy? Like their entire
Did you see the way that
deal, their entire plan? Wasn't that what it was? Like we know exactly where they're going to shoot and where the hit's going to land.
no Dromund cars?
It's certainly no Drummond cast. Yeah, it's less dreary. Thank you. Mm-hmm. This is where that six-pack comes into play, Sandy.
What's on your mind?
We're doing our best to keep the supply lines running, but most of the people I deal with aren't exactly philanthropists.
I bet.
We can't keep running
Buffs
this
your
thing on
side, debuffs the
goodwill
other.
and borrowed
Yeah.
credits.
Huh. One day I'm gonna come back to collecting swords and you'll be sorry! I take your meaning.
You're saying we need a steady income?
I know about
Or
that.
a really big slush fund.
I am a bounty hunter after all.
But look, I didn't just come here with complaints. I know a guy with a habit of showing up when someone's in need.
That's close enough, Stanch.
He's reached out with an offer we can't really refuse.
Oh.
Much as I might
Did he
want
talk
to.
like this,
Shouldn't need
or...
him.
Who are we dealing with? You told me nothing
So
at
he's
all?
what? A loan shark?
No, just a liar. And a cheat. And a thief. The only thing to trust about him is that he can do what he promises. Hear him out.
But if he's a liar, then no, not really.
Come on.
Why fight fair when you can cheat your way to victory? There are options. There are always options. Oh, it's that guy. Oh no, it's my demon boy. It's Satan.
I know a Sith that's pleased with herself when I see one.
Right?
I fold.
So
Come on.
soon? Must be
Yep.
quite a hand. Let's see it.
There he is.
I know that voice.
But how? You discarded every chance you got and never locked a card the whole round. The odds are astronomical. You cheated.
He
Even
did.
if I did. You sure the old boss of Sith intelligence wants to admit some shifty alien got the better of her?
He's the worst.
Still a font of outpouring emotion, as always. You should really try your hand at cards. I see you've met my shooting star.
They haven't seen me shooting anything. Yet.
I totally forgot that that was her. I think at this point we can just say that my memory doesn't exist anymore. It's only cheating if anyone is left alive to tell on you. Or if you just don't want anybody to know, you lose. Still in the doghouse,
I
Golds?
see this as a real love-hate relationship. She's the hate, right?
Forgiveness is a long, hard road with lots of toll gates. Much as I'd love to while away the hours with my two favorite ladies in the galaxy, my proposition's a bit time-sensitive. The Eternal Empire spent the last 5 years pillaging every world in the known galaxy. Now, how'd you like to turn all that plundering into a profit for you and yours?
I'm listening.
I happen to know where they're keeping all that ill-gotten gain. Better yet, I've got a surefire plan to steal it right out from under their noses. I just need the help of a few talented, tough customers to see it through.
I always liked him probably second most in my crew, like my bounty hunter crew. Revelations after revelations. I should have known, but like, to be fair, I did his quest pretty long ago, because bounty hunter was like the first character I made, I think, on stream. I think I did. We all have a brain cell today. No, the flock brain cell is on somebody else. It's definitely not me. It's more of a fish than Freeman at this point. Freeman hasn't been a fish for a while now. Mostly. So you came to me first. Yeah? Yeah?
And your old partner sprung to mind.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Ever heard of the Gilded Star? I'll stop you there. You haven't. It's one of the Eternal Empire's most tightly guarded secrets. A floating treasury circling the depths of a massive gas giant. The ship and the buried treasure all wrapped up into one neat little package. Well, maybe not little. By my estimation, it's the greatest sum of wealth gathered in one place since the Hutt Empire was a thing.
That's a very persuasive argument.
I don't think I need any more reasons to say yes.
It really is.
I hoped you'd feel that way. When you're ready to get this show on the road, we'll be heading to Vanden to lay some groundwork. Hope
She
you
coming
haven't
with me?
lost your edge, killer.
Youch. Isn't that Varric's voice actor? Is it? I feel like Varric is a lot more like gruff in his voice. Like he's a lot more like this. Okay, obviously I can't do the voice, but you know what I mean. That looks extremely green-yellowish. That usually doesn't bode well. Usually. That looks like sulfur. It's very sulfury. Look at this cinematic masterpiece.
There she is, Vanden. Mind the ledges when you're walking around unless you fancy a death by scenic view.
You haven't mentioned why we're here.
Giant barge, full of money. Is this ringing any bells?
Always,
It's out there
Reggie.
somewhere, swimming below sight and scan range. There's enough magnetism in this place to rival my own. Would have been quite the headache for Mako, I'm sure. Bottom line is, we'll never find the Gilded Star out there, which is all the more reason to get our preparations underway.
So I guess you get like one
Such as
character from
picking up
each
the last member of our
person.
illustrious crew.
How many people are we going to need?
Half a dozen, give or take. This is the last one unaccounted for.
Is it another one of mine? The male trooper is voiced by him, really? I didn't play male trooper. I think I got Jennifer Hale, female trooper. Did I? Please confirm. The chapter gives 2 companions. Maybe one of mine. Is Cosmos VA and Fairly Odd Parents? Oh no. He'll have to be extremely loud constantly.
You should be in a warehouse not far from the dockyards. I'll point out the place when I see it.
But I don't trust him still. I never do. I never will. Even though we're both extremely shady. Technically, I'm not really following you at that point, am I? What I'm curious about is whether Prost is in this game. I don't think so. I think... Well, if he is, he would be in the later ones, I think. Because I don't think when the game released, Prost was very big in VA yet. And I think he also largely does anime voices and more anime type games. I don't hear him in that many of these, like, extremely serious games, if that makes sense. I really like his voice, though. Especially when he does one on Twitter about his cat. Okay, on that bombshell, though, I am going to call it a day here. Because it has been roughly 4 hours. And I did promise cool stat TikTok, so I better get on that. He's in Borderlands 3 and Yakuza Like a Dragon. Yeah, I heard he was in Yakuza. But I'm gonna play Yakuza Like a Dragon in Japanese, so it feels bad. So fish a wish your heart makes. Exactly. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, kids. I will see you tomorrow. I will see you for Spiritfarer, which is a very wholesome little game, as far as I know. We shall see. That's going to be our Cozy Tuesday game for the foreseeable future. So have a very lovely rest of your day, everybody. Morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is you're having. I hope it is amazing. Remember that Mother loves you. And until next time, bye.